Hello. We're all hit. Wow. Okay. Hello there, Twitch chat. Hello everyone in Twitch chat. Yes, watching. Also, hi guys. I've been away for like the last 10 minutes while I had to do that thing. But
the photo doesn't look that bad.
No, I know it doesn't.
Fuck you anyway, though.
Why does Lucas stay so still? He doesn't have a webcam, and neither does Tilty.
Okay. Can you mod Wangana? He called me hot.
No.
We'll give him
But yeah, welcome everybody to the 20,000 Discord members special. We want to say thank you to you guys, so we have a bunch of things to give away, as well as a bunch of cool announcements that we're doing for 2020. So with me today is me, Zaruga, George, Tilty, Luca, and RC, who are all the heads of departments for Brawl League, and I'm sure they're all happy to be here just like I am. Are you okay, Zaruga?
Because you said a head of department, we're all heads. Except for Tilty.
Tilty's a cannon.
Tilty's a head of department.
He's a head ass.
That's actually
Tilty's a head cannon. It works. Just roll with it.
So yes, we hope you guys enjoy this stream, and we hope that you get a bunch of information that you like. But before we actually start talking about things, let's quickly roll. And for the next 15 minutes, we're going to be giving away a code. I think we should start off with something small. Let's go with a CC to start with.
Hold on, Expire. You said for the next 15 minutes we're going to be giving away a code.
Yes.
Well, let
15 minutes for one code?
Yeah, it's a timer to enter.
You know.
So while we're talking, people can enter, and
So we're actually going to do other stuff. It's not just 15
yeah, no, we're not going to sit here for 15 minutes and just like wait for the code.
Dang it.
Zaruga wanted to leave for a bit.
Can I join the giveaway?
Yeah, you guys can join if you want. I'm gonna be annoyed if you win, but
Oh my god. No, like I was
I'll
doing
join too.
like just Zaruga
like,
wins a Brawl League
month back, I
avatar.
was doing a CC
Okay,
giveaway.
boys,
and, like,
I'm gonna drop a CC in chat because I have one left over and I might as well.
Ooh.
I might have in my,
There you go. Finders keepers.
Oh my god, there was this one time I was doing a giveaway and like my partner, I was doing the drawing and like my partner showed up and I was like, oh my god, no, I can't do this.
Zaruga, are you looking at your...
CC. I might be putting one as well. There you go.
Zaruga's like holding up a code from like the BCX pack, but not the...
I don't think like, they're gonna be able to see that.
Yeah, it's fine. That's kind of the point.
You gotta fight for it.
Screenshot it.
You gotta fight for it.
Put it in Brawl League General.
Yes, so as I said, this is going to be a stream for a lot of things, but I'm personally doing good. How are you guys doing? Like, people here? Like, I know Luca's upset I didn't change his picture, but...
I'm fine with it now.
How about RC, George, Tilty, Zaruga? How are you guys? How you had a good day?
I'm great.
I'm alright.
Do you want an honest answer or a PG answer?
Well, you had work all day, so I bet you're kind of tired.
Yeah, bro, I slept at work. It's all good.
Yeah, I saw you. You were into beanbags. You sent a picture of beanbag time.
It's bean time.
Yeah, I legit said just bin time and I went and stood in a bin bag.
But, so, I feel like we should start... what do you guys want to
there
do
we
first? Do you want to hit him with an announcement, or do you want to, shall we, do a couple questions? It's up to you guys what we do first.
I think the announcement should be left for last because
Which
the best things
announcement?
are left always for last.
Yeah, we're just teasing them.
We have two that we have, like, prepared, so we could announce one now and then...
Okay. So first we ask a couple of questions, then we announce the staff, then a couple of questions, and then we announce the other thing.
Okay.
Alright.
So, what's this question? There's a new
Somebody
question.
call my glasses cool, not to brag.
Oh, do we have
Okay.
more than 69 questions?
We have
now?
70.
No!
fuck.
No!
So, I'm actually gonna close, like, responses for the thing so we don't get any more. We have 70 questions to go through, so this is gonna be a long,
Oh my lord.
like,
It's
long
okay.
thing to go through.
You can delete my question, so we have 69.
Okay.
That's
I mean, I gave you your answer
Now we
anyway.
got 69.
So, that's a great question to start with. we're gonna skip that one because we actually can't answer that today. So we plan to announce that thing, and we're not allowed to announce it. So are you guys planning on putting out more Brawl League avatars? Yes, is the main answer to that. I can say. I think this one is actually directed to me. It's actually directed to everyone. We are planning to giving out more Brawl League avatars. We've got 5 to give away today. And we should maybe see some more Twitter giveaways and stuff as we start going back into New Year's. We get back into the new year. We get back into a new rotation and a new format. And we should maybe see some more codes popping up every once in a while, hopefully.
Expired, by the way. What was the question we can't answer? Can you send it to me in Discord?
Yeah, same.
I'll send it later. I'll answer that all.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I can't, of course, can't click off of Discord or all of your faces will disappear.
I can't
wow.
see the questions.
No,
When
that's
No,
fine.
we're not
playing
that
Street
important.
Fighter
Don't worry
instead
about
of watching us.
it.
That's
So next question. This is to everyone. So we'll let George answer it first.
Okay.
How do you feel Brawlhalla has changed since 2015? So
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Wow. Heavy question. All right, so I feel like the community has been like getting larger throughout every year. Definitely, the game has increased. I feel like Brawlers, like, they got so much better. I feel like the community is like at a good spot. I like it right now. There's simply no other way to put it. I just like how the Brawlers are right now in the community, and that's
Alright,
it,
yeah.
really.
what about you, Arcee?
Well, the main thing that definitely changed is, well, obviously, like, the speed of the game itself with the dash implementation. Like, before, it was a lot slower pace, but now, with dash, it's every single match is hype. Like, and another... I mean, unless you have that one person who always wall hugs, but that's another story. But...
Oh God.
But, yeah, like...
Didn't it
as-
in like 6 or 8 minute a tournament? With dash?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember games back in 2016. I think it was like Eram versus.
Oh my
Was it
god.
Motimum?
I remember that.
It was no, it wasn't Motimum. It was who's the Russian guns player from like ages ago?
JNS?
No.
Mistline.
Mistline, that was it. It was like Eram versus Mistline, and Effie and I were casting it for Masters, and it was a good like 7-minute game because they just both didn't approach each other.
Oh jeez.
That was fun. That one was from midnight, by the way.
I remember the Turtle Night days.
What was the question, by the way?
So that one was, how do you think Brawlhalla has changed since 2015? Which
There's a lot of changes. Yeah.
so moving on, this one's to me. When will OS Brawl League events happen? So Australia events are like really hard for us to do because I mean 3 of us in this stream right now are EU, 3 of us are NA. It's really hard for like us personally to run events for Australia. I'm sure we'd happily help support the community for Australia and help you guys, like, you know, run tournaments and go through all that and teach you guys what to do, but event-wise for us, it's really hard. I mean, even on international weekends, I personally know, and Zaruga also knows, we stay up until like 8 to like 11 a.m. from like 1 a.m. Just like, at least for me, I stay up from like 1 to like 8 just to run Southeast Asia and Australia because, well, it's fun to run tournaments and you guys deserve them, but it's really hard to, you know, keep doing that, and doing it consistently would be very painful for our I think our own health and also like mental stuff. But I'd say Brawl League is happy to help support Australian events in the future.
Yeah, at the very least, speaking just on the smaller regions, we should be able to have our NA team host the Brazil ones, I believe, right?
Hello.
I'm sure we could do a Brazil event, but
Yeah.
at the same time, Brazil have been kicking ass with tournaments recently. If you guys actually check the
Yes.
community page, you have like Yggdrasil, what is it? I've forgotten all of their names now. I feel really bad. There's like at least 3 Brazil TO teams out there, which is like really good to see. I'm so happy to see the Brazil community grow like it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
Brazil's massive.
They got like Ubisoft and Ubisoft Brazil in on it as well, which was cool.
So
Players are also really good as well.
this one is directed to everyone, but I especially think it's going to be good to talk to George and Tilty for this one. At least the first bit is, what is it like to play tournaments in a fighting game? So...
Oh, all right. So you always have to get a good mentality. Always
Oh, George is...
like, you just have to like know that it's like a regular game. At first, when you do enter a first tournament, it's always stressful and you're always worried about who you're gonna go against. But after you get used to tournaments, it's like you playing regular ranked. You just have to have a better mentality. Always come inside of a tournament with a clear mind, really.
And if I can add, one of the big things with tournaments that catches a lot of people up is there's a lot of tournament nerves. And the more tournaments you play, the less tournament nerves there's going to be. So don't say, oh, it's just some community tournament. Oh, I don't want to make, try and play in every tournament you can make it to if you're really serious about competing, because the more tournaments you play in, no matter how small they are, I mean, it could be a small community tournament with nobody that's really, everybody's like a plat or a gold, right? And the more you play in and the earlier you start playing in tournaments, the more the nerves will go away, the more used to it you'll get, because a lot of it honestly comes down to mentality, because you can go against somebody that you should beat like 9 times out of 10, and for whatever reason, you just had your last game and you lost it, and you're getting a little heated and your mentality's not quite there, and you lose the game because you're just not focusing and you're getting frustrated. So big time, just play in as many tournaments as you can, practice a lot, get used to playing in that kind of high stress environment, because it's gonna help big time.
I also want to add that another thing you have to be aware of is that there's always going to be someone who knows something you don't. So like you should always have that mentality, that to learn, that mentality to improve, because even if you're the rank 1 player, there's always something you can do better, and like that's something you should apply to like games, tournaments, and even in real life. Like that's just a really good mentality to have.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I wanted to add something probably kind of different. Not just learn and think, but also be creative, because that's the point. I can guarantee you now, 90% of what is happening now, if people were like hardcore fighting game players back in 2015, or at least as soon as Dash was implemented, they would have been able to pull that off. I'm not saying that they should have been, but I'm just giving you a contrast how being creative impacts the game hugely and how you play, because most of the people that I see just do the same thing all over again. All of the time, and especially in tournaments when you're so focused on actually winning, you just focus on doing the one thing that you know it works. The problem with that is your opponent expects you to do the thing that you know works, and that's when it stops working. Not just that, when I personally go into tournaments, I don't go into them thinking they're tournaments. That's just personally me. I didn't really care that much about winning them or playing in them that much, and that did land me a top 32. I'm not that great, but I'm not that bad either. I don't get absolutely destroyed by pros. I don't want to be that guy and say, oh, I don't try and I don't get that far. I'm not saying I don't try. I just play the same way I play every time, and I improve automatically by playing more. But it's personally what's working for me, and what would work for everyone is do what you're comfortable with. Don't try to be someone you're not. If I'm playing ranked, like, I just take it usual and I just do my own thing, and I'm learning from it eventually, instead of just trying really hard to be the most optimal. I go for suboptimal plays. That's what's been working over me so far. Just do what's working for you. Don't try what's working for others, and try to get creative and improve on that and expand on that, and just instead of just getting stuck on the same thing all over again.
I would agree.
Yeah. Some great answers there from 4 people who either compete, or Zeruga specifically doesn't really compete, but is one to be in.
I used to. I got a top. I am still on the power rankings. Okay, I was 82nd at some point. Like
Yeah, now you're like me, and we just sit and run the tournaments and chill. Like
I get diamond every season.
Yeah, so do I. Diamond means nothing. So going on to the next question. How are you feeling towards 2020's upcoming tournaments to everyone? Personally, I think 2020 is going to be like that new bar, that new level from not only us, but from like BMG, from Bagel. I'm so excited to see what comes out of this year. Because every year that we've gone into like a new esports year, tournaments have been amazing. And I'm really excited to see what BMG and Bagel can throw out this year. What about you guys?
I'm like very excited myself because I know that, like, going back from my answers, tournaments just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm so excited myself because the future for tournaments out there that is coming in 2020, it's gonna be huge, especially VCX this year.
Honestly, I'm more looking at the newcomers. Like, there's so much amazing talent that's upcoming. Like, there's so many people who are just insanely talented, and it's just gonna be incredible to see them in tournament now. Like,
And I just honestly wish that we kind of had the way to facilitate that. Expert knows what I'm talking about, so I'm not gonna say anything, but it would be cool to have more tournaments in between just, oh, let's make the majors have more and more money, and then we always end up having only the majors and the minors. So I wish we had just had more tournaments this year. That would be really fucking poggers. But
So, yeah, tournaments this year are going to be amazing, and I'm really excited to see what everything, like every group comes out with, from us to BMG to Bagel to Yggdrasil to Australia to Southeast Asia and every other Brazil like team. Everyone's gonna kick butt this year, and so I'm really excited. That being said, the giveaway did just close, so let's do that quick wing. And Jellyfish wins.
Oh my.
oh my god.
Hi Jellyfish, what's up?
Rigged. Rigged.
Jellyfish taking the first CC. Let's step it up a notch. Because Jellyfish, of course, going to claim that. Let's do, I don't know, George, pick Hattori, Scarlet, Cassidy, or Nye.
Let's leave it up to the chat.
You play-
Chat, what do you guys want?
You're biased. That's why you're not picking.
Yeah.
Alright, chat, Hattori, Scarlet, Cassidy, or Nye. There's a lot.
I'm seeing a lot of Cassidy.
I'm seeing a lot of
I'm seeing a lot
Scarlet.
of Cassidy. Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
it's Cassidy.
Let's roll
Cassidy?
Cassidy. Cassidy it is.
Alright, let's give away a Cassidy skin. Another 15 minutes on the clock. I think it's exclamation point join for to win a Cassidy skin. Let's go. Jellyfish is gonna win it again and like...
Oh,
Oh my
god.
God.
Jellyfish is
No,
gonna
no,
rinse us out of codes or something this like today.
They went
So
all the codes.
next question is when did you start Brawl League? So none of us started Brawl League. Like none of the 6 here started Brawl League. I'm like the oldest member, but other than that, like none of us are from the original team. Brawl League was originally started as a Steam group in 2015 by a guy called Drop, who then, of course, Sloshula, Gaiwa Core, Kungbo, all like worked together. They're slowly making it into a Discord, and over time, I think I joined in like April 2016 to join the team, but I joined the Discord in like in like February, and so Brawl League was still tiny when I joined. I remember hitting like the first 1,000 members, which was amazing. But yeah, Brawl League's like 2015, like November 2015 when the game went into open beta. Brawl League got set up as a Steam group. And I know Sloshler's in chat, and he can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. So this is actually, I'm gonna ask this one to Luca.
Yeah.
How necessary is a new rank in the game? Like, how necessary do you think a new rank would be?
Oh.
Well, you got
We
people
all
who
have
are like 2,900 with like 100 wins. I think it's very necessary at this point.
Okay.
Maybe 2 new ranks.
Well, yeah, like 2. That'd be perfect.
Jelly.
Like the way, take a look at the league. The way they did it, they added a new division below, and then they also added 2 divisions up the top. Well, not at the very top, but in between like the tops. What I also find interesting is like nobody gets to 10, and people start at silver. They need to heavily change the elo and to add a new division so that the elo is spread evenly.
Mhm.
And we also need elo decay. Because
Yeah,
people
not
just
only
get
that.
2000 and stop because they have no reason to play.
Yeah, because right now the elo distribution is kind of like a Gaussian distribution, where it's like more even towards the middle. It should be more spread out, in my opinion.
If you take a look at League of Legends, I'm just gonna use it because it's such an old game and it's worked for so far. It's still kind of like that. It's very similar to being more even in the middle. The problem with Brawlhalla is, the middle for us is basically a bottom.
Hmm.
It's like it's the middle. It's not the middle. It's the average for us. But it's the bottom of the ranks. Nobody's in 10. Let's be real. Almost nobody's in 10. Because they don't want
The
to.
only people in tin are like people who drop elo on purpose. So
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
kinda like the way you put it.
There are like very few people that get on bronze.
See,
like-
I remember back in like before during season 0 when you started in like tin.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh
Like-
yeah, I remember
That was
actually.
that was awful for me because like I used to
I-
have like plat and then I just couldn't get out of like gold. It was-
Well, that's the thing. Is like I prefer the game because of course you start at like 1200. I would prefer if you started at 750, because of then of course you'd like actually fight people and get better because of course everyone around you are people who are new at the game, and you slowly then would move up. And I think that'd be the nicest thing. And I don't really know how BMG would be able to safely implement that without doing a hard reset now. And a hard reset would damage everything to begin with.
Not really. A
I
hard reset
think
can
hard.
help.
I think it would damage things for new players, which is just the issue.
I mean, yeah, but eventually it would not matter. Like a hard reset just means we get rid of yellow inflation, and we also get rid of the deflation. We fill the tin as it should be, and then people can start climbing. But we cannot just hard reset without
Mhm.
adding a new rank and reworking the elo system. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because if we do a hard reset now, in 2 seasons it will be back to the same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, you aren't wrong. So moving on to the next question, which is actually directed at me, which is how many hours of Brawlhalla have I played?
Oh,
Oh
Um,
boy.
Oh,
That's
boy.
I
2
think-
hours.
I think I'm the highest here, or like I think
Can't
Luke
Say it?
Luca
Excuse
might be
me?
slightly higher than me. I'm at
What's your
4,300.
I'm at 4,500. Get
Yeah, I
fucked.
thought he'd be
bro,
like
wait, hold on. You said how much?
4,300.
4,500.
Ah, damn, I'm so close.
3,040.
I'm at 3,600.
Zaruka's gonna
have-
be hit like 1,000.
I have
I'm at 2,000. Thank you very much. But I almost would bet a good like 1,000 of that is streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, but like, well, if you include like my personal streams, then yeah.
I could easily say like 2,000 of my hours are like tournaments, probably.
Yeah, right.
2,000 is training mode for me.
A good few hundred are probably tournaments.
Like, I've been doing tournaments since 2016. That's like 4 years worth of tournaments with... Oh god, at some points we used to do tournaments every week. That was hard. I still remember 2017 block tournaments at the beginning of 2017 with the circuit. We were like, yeah, we're gonna do 4 tournaments in a month, followed by a finale like tournament where we put 2 tournaments on a day, and it killed us. I know Slosh remembered that as well.
Do we want to ask chat questions?
Um,
Yeah.
Or later?
I mean, we've answered what like 10, and we still have another like 60 to go through.
yeah, we're gonna. I'm slowly like moving a couple, but like I'm ignoring a couple.
Gotcha.
So this one is to RC.
Oh.
If you could add a new legend to Brawlhalla, what 2 weapons would they have?
So add a legend?
Yeah, add a new legend.
Something with cannon.
Yeah, fuck yeah, okay. Thanks.
Cannon lance, cannon lance, cannon lance,
There's-
cannon
there's-
lance.
Actually,
one correct
Lance.
answer.
it's probably gonna be cannon hammer.
Yes, that's the right
Oh.
answer.
I'd
Yeah,
be
that's
okay
good,
with Cannon
actually.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer.
I like Hammer.
And like
it-
I mean that would be my like preferred choice, and if it wouldn't be hammer, it would probably be
Lance.
what was the other? No.
Lance.
Kataz?
Bow, cannon bow.
Cannon bow, I would like.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, you just dissed Lin Fei like no one. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot Lin Fei exists.
Now she doesn't exist.
Linfei who?
Right. So next question is to everyone. Who's your main? Mine's Core.
Oh,
Mine's Core. I'm happy with Core.
rank 1 Vector.
Something.
Something.
He changes weekly.
Pick of the week.
I just,
My main is Smash.
my main is face smash on the keyboard.
So like, I should point out, Luca probably secretly has a wheel in his closet that he just spins weekly, and it just it like picks a legend for him.
I don't have clothes, it's just a wheel.
Can we
I
please
think
make
I
that?
main Zol, probably.
I don't know about that
That's
one,
I
Tilly.
just
That's the wrong
I
wheel,
just main
Zeruga.
cannon.
I
I just main
This is
cannon.
my main right here.
So
Initial T vibes.
Main the wheel.
Steering wheel. So you made Artemis.
Main the steering.
Marie telling me my Sentinel's better than my Core.
It is.
Yeah, but that's because Katars over like gauntlets. Currently. However, we are like quarter of a way through the questions, so I feel like it's time to do one reveal of new things, and so I get to happily announce a brand new artist joining the Brawl League team is Cyan Petra. You of course know her from the Brawlhalla art team, doing a bunch of the art for that, and also like just generally posting really cool art on Twitter.
You misspelled welcome.
Oh
Oh
god.
no!
That's what you get.
Come.
That's it. We're done. We're outta here.
Stream's over. Stream's over.
I know exactly.
Okay. Wait, 1 second. Chat, I'd like to point out, this is the only graphic that I didn't do.
Oh yeah, it is. I know. So here's the
This is
thing.
the only graphic that Expired did and I did not do.
So I'm gonna point out. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this is you're right. This is the
Definitely
graphic that I did, and so my keyboard at the bottom row, if I type too fast, it ghosts and
excuses.
does like 2 letters. That's why there's like CLC, is because I
Oh
typed
my God.
welcome, but it's doubled the C. Oh god, that's embarrassing. I did that one earlier today. Yes,
Check it again.
I
Now
literally
you have to
cannot.
pay me extra for that.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh my God.
Now I have to pay you extra. I mean, I'm buying you Minecraft.
Okay, that's fair. But you have to play with me,
I'm
right?
not buying me.
Do you want Minecraft?
I have Minecraft.
Exactly. So let's move on to the next question. This is kind of one for, I guess, more focused towards me, Zeruga and I, because of course we were there. But everyone can answer. Of which player impressed you the most with their performance at BCX? And I've got to say Cake for the set against Boomy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cake definitely.
Cake did really good, yeah.
But also I'd say Simple for like placing second. I didn't expect
Yeah,
anyone
I
from
did not
EU.
expect it.
Yeah.
Simple did a really good job.
So I'm gonna be honest. I basically still haven't seen like any of.
Well, no, because you were just doing the camera.
I saw everything from like, I saw the players. That's all I saw pretty much the entire time, unless it was going like this. It was painful. And it was like, anyways. So, Cake definitely. I know it had a very impressive performance. But yeah, otherwise, I just saw what the players were doing.
You just saw them like hitting the keys, and then you maybe saw one
Yeah.
jump up, and you're like, ah, he won.
The pop
Uh,
George, someone called you scuffed microwave.
Oh my god.
next question, again directed at me, specifically about what is it like to study esports and what are my career opportunities after it. So I study esports, if you guys didn't know, as the question says, and esports is like such a fun topic for me to study. I study the whole business side of it and what it looks like to be as a whole industry. And it's like really fun and actually like something I've enjoyed more than any other subject I've ever studied. Career opportunities after, I see you waving those meta devs. Are they Orions?
What?
Was that an Orion?
I think it's used, but.
Oh.
You know, I
Mostly-
know a way to
quite a
check
few
them. You
used
can
and
just
used.
send them to me and I'll tell you if they're useful.
But yeah, career opportunity wise, I have like a large avenue to go into. I can go into just general production. I can go into esports production, which is a very requested industry, like section of the industry. I'll be able to go into things like community management, which is probably where I want to go. I've really enjoyed working with Ubisoft over the last like 2 weeks, 2 months. Going to events and like smiling and being happy and just seeing a bunch of people. I actually had really like a lot of fun at Comic-Con, just like showing people Brawlhalla and be like, hey, this game's cool. Look at Steven Universe. That's literally all I did. It was Comic-Con. Of course everyone loves Steven Universe.
Expert, if you pulled up to me at the LAN with that and I wasn't a Brawlhalla player, I would just ignore you and run away.
Well, no, but they were coming over to me. Like, that was the thing.
I would also run away from you, to be honest.
Yeah, he's
But I
kind
live
of
with you.
So this is to everyone. We'll start with Tilty. What crossover would you like to see?
Me?
Ooh, wow.
Oh, Team Fortress 2.
Yes.
Hands down.
Ooh.
Like,
Fortress 2 would be
you know,
nice.
you just get like Soldier Isaiah. I don't know, maybe Engineer on Petra because that could be wacky. Something.
No, it should be.
Lucian
It should be Ragnar, cause like. Oh wait, no. I mean, I'm for Pyro. I'm thinking Pyro. My bad.
Yeah, Pyro Ragnar would be actually.
Why not Lin Fei Pyro?
Because Lin Fei's a little
Ooh,
bitch.
actually, that would kind of work.
Like, you got the
That would
fire
work,
spin,
too.
you got like
Yeah,
actual...
like you have the whole like cannon thing. Yeah. that would work.
Yeah, Zuruga?
Yeah, the cannon can be a flamethrower. Yeah.
The problem is that my answer was gonna be Steven Universe.
Same.
Like,
I was low key
like-
thinking of Steven Universe crossover.
If we could get Steven Universe, like a second one with Spinel, Lapis, and Peridot, that'd be pretty cool. But, I would really like to see if they could just add JoJo's into the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jojo.
I think that would just
Ooh.
make everything. Could you imagine fighting The Rock against JoJo's characters?
Dio.
I'm
Right,
so
like The Rock against Dio, against Rayman, against Hellboy, against.
Oh, that sounds
Steven
amazing.
against
Like
freaking.
ultimate
Finn and
life
Jake.
form
Oh, God.
cars. No, just ultimate life form cars.
It'd just be whack.
He just turns into a bird in the middle of the fight.
So, I think personally, I would love to see...
JoJo's, you know.
No. I don't even... I've never even watched JoJo.
Watch
I
it.
haven't watched much of it.
I personally would
You
love
just
to
lost
see...
half the audience expired.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you
God.
see that, like, that 200 just drops to, like, 50. But no, I'd love to see, either Codename Kids Next Door, which is because I'm an old person,
Ooh. Ooh,
or,
that would be interesting.
because I'm a huge nerd and I've been binging it recently, I'd love to see Ruby, which I know a lot, some other people have requested as well.
Ruby's in Smite and
yeah.
in Blaze Blue.
Yeah, they also have their own mobile game.
They have a Clash Royale clone.
Do they?
Yeah.
Ruby would be
I
cool.
showed that to Expire.
The thing is, you showed it to me, and then, like, I scrolled down one more image on Facebook, and it was, like, the same ad. I was like, what is this? Go, George, what crossover?
I'm seeing a lot of Shrek in the chat right now. No. I'd like to see Hollow Knight, honestly.
Hollow
Wait,
Knight?
no,
I'd be down for Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight.
No,
Hollow Knight,
legit.
like,
I know.
I feel like it'd be a really good crossover, honestly. Like, many people thought about it on Twitter, but it really wasn't, Hollow Knight. It was like Steven Universe. I'd like to have Hollow Knight
I don't
as a
know.
crossover.
No, but for
Yeah.
real,
Personally.
imagine with Shrek Zol posting Butsusuri.
Wait, what would Donkey be?
We could get.
just imagine with Shrek. Hold on, guys.
Yeah,
Dude,
Shrek as
But what
Soul.
if?
So you
yeah,
you
we
use
get North
Fiona
South
Jala?
Poland.
Fiona Jala? Because of course you got the Orc Raider Jala.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like you just go off of that, and then who else is there? Dragon? You just use Ragnar? Like,
Female
the-
Ragnar, let's go.
Oh.
just
Just add lipstick on Ragnar.
just rule tortoise. We have to add the donkey for that. We just make the donkey a Mordex skin.
Oh.
Jesus.
I'd love all of these.
I kind of want to try and make this in Photoshop now.
Hey BMG, BMG, take notes.
Like I'm not gonna.
We're
lie.
making you money here.
So this isn't a Brawlhalla question, but would you agree that noodles are just long rice?
Wait, noodles are what?
Long rice.
Noodles are long rice. No.
I disagree,
no.
because like rice is a
No.
plant, And then noodles are just
No.
egg.
Yeah, like noodles are
What?
processed.
Noodles are
They're
whipped
processed.
pasta. Hands down. Whipped pasta. That's it.
Cyril, did you just get more cereal?
Huh?
Did you
No.
just get more cereal? What did you
I
get?
mean, I can.
He wants you to eat.
I gotta.
Oh, this will be an interesting one.
Oh no, dude!
Mm.
I'm totally popping into Photoshop and trying to make this right.
Oh god.
What was your first impression of Brawl League?
Oh, massive community. Like great.
God.
Most like all the people were good.
I don't remember what mine was.
I remember what mine
Oh
was.
wait, I lost my pen.
Shut up, Luca.
I lost my doublest pen. Oh my
What?
god.
No, that's
I'm
not my
trying to think.
fucking. I bitched about Axe, and then Trilogy and Slushful taught me how to beat it, and I still haven't learned.
Teach me the ways.
God, I can't remember what my first impression was. I think it was just like, oh yo, these guys are cool. There was like, I think
Yeah.
less than 1,000. There was like less than 500 people in Brawl League at the time, so it was like a really small community.
You XD'd at me.
Dude, I'm pretty sure there's like me ooh-wooing in like 2016.
Oh god. Ooh.
Before we move on to the next question, let's pick a winner. Snooker 1966 gets a Cassidy skin. It's like the Space Cassidy skin.
Oh, I wonder how old they are.
I doubt they're from 1966.
Are you sure?
Yeah, imagine giving a
Can't be
boomer
sure.
class at this skin.
Yeah,
Let's,
because people over the age of like
Hmm.
20 cannot have fun with this game.
You know what? Let's pick it up. Let's go for a Brawl League avatar.
Ooh.
Ooh, big one.
Ooh.
Ooh, I hope
Big
I-
giveaway. Big giveaway.
Oops.
Let's pick it up. We're going on to the 25th question on the list. So
Everyone, tag that pro that really wanted a Brawl League avatar. I forgot his name.
Cossalix.
Crosslicks?
Cosslix.
The eel guy.
Salad.
Which
was that?
one?
I don't know which.
I
one
think
you're
Acno?
talking about.
I don't remember.
He got his, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Acno got one. Acno like walked up to me in Paris and was like, "Hey, give me a Brawl League avatar." I was like, "Sure." You've met me in person now. I can't say no.
He's met a dude.
Yeah, that's literally was it. He got a meta dude. So next question: how much has Brawl League changed, either from the beginning to now? So
I was banned and now I'm a head of department.
God, what? We banned you for 2 and 4 back in 2016. You came back in 2018,
Yeah, I made my grand debut.
and then you've like slowly worked your way up from just
Mm.
Super Strike to mod to head of department.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else has that redemption arc.
Don't worry, contrast 2024.
Oh,
Yeah.
my word.
Uh,
I
We're gonna
think
get
George and
contrast.
I think George and me can agree with this
Yeah.
because we both joined Brawl League the team through Brawl League Academy.
Yeah.
I remember joining because, well, in general, I'm like a huge fan of just helping out others, help them improve, and like that's why Brawl League Academy was such an experience for me. And well, unfortunately, that's no longer a thing, but we still have everything in Brawl League, so it's great.
I
yeah.
could agree.
So like the merger from BLA to Brawl League was something a lot of people didn't understand. We ended up doing it because we were like, we have this actually larger community, but it's split between 2 discords, and one of them's like, I'll be honest, Brawl League a lot of the time was quite dead and inactive, communication wise. And you had BLA, which was like just popping off all the time. Someone would always be in there. So we're like, we should just put these together. We have the resources to do everything the same, just in one
Yeah,
Discord.
like the Discord's kind of polarized the community in the sense of rank, because the Brawl League Academy Discord was mostly for lower ranked players, and that could in part it brought some issues with this in regards of like having the players grow in general, because like you had all these lower ranked players who were communicating and helping each other out, and like once they got to a certain point they would just leave. So that's kind of why we thought bringing them together would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to point out, this is off topic, but we have the Lance God himself.
I know, I did see Costlix joined. I'm
Oh, I
sure he
didn't see
wants
that
that
one.
Brawl League avatar.
I see it now.
Costlix.
Hello.
Howdy, Cosmix.
Oh, my radiator's too warm. I'm like
The
burning here.
legend.
Castle X. Persuade BMG into making Lance Cannon.
He came second in Winter Warfare. He's pissed to this day. So next question. I'm gonna answer this last because I think mine's gonna be the longest for this one. Has Brawl League changed your life? If so, how?
Oh my god.
Oh, wow, yeah, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm living with the admin, so yeah.
He's literally like, there's a wall there, and he's like behind it.
I'm gonna knock on your door.
Oh no, he's getting out of his chair. I heard him.
Oh god.
Vibe check.
It's chill.
Knocked on my door and everything.
For me, basically, Brawl League will enable me to get the college course because I'll just keep it short. What I did, I initially wanted to do medicine, then I wanted to do architecture, then I wanted to do art, then I wanted to do graphic design, and I ended up hating all of them. So I'm just gonna do esports.
I mean, you can't. My door's locked, Luca.
That's true. You've locked me out.
Dab on the door. Behind the door.
Door just breaks down. So I'll say personally, Brawl League changed my life tremendously. I wanted to do game design back in 2016. I then found Brawl League, and then went, you know what? Screw this. I like video games, but I don't want to make them anymore. I want to run tournaments. I want to be part of a community and build that community and let it grow. And I think Brawl League's helped me do that tremendously.
Expired was like, coding is too complicated. Fuck that. I'm gonna run tournament.
Yeah. But now I literally study competitive games. I study esports. I've made so many amazing friends through Brawl League. I would not be here if it, like, doing what I'm doing and being part of a community as amazing as Brawlhalla if it wasn't for Brawl League. I would have probably left ages ago. But Brawlhalla and Brawl League have, like, kept me here, and it's been amazing.
Personally, myself, even when I started mentoring and coaching, I was always that one person that was always shy. And, like, I've made so many friends and people along the way as me mentoring and coaching that I just learned my ways just to not, like, to be myself and not be shy. Like, if it weren't to me, I wouldn't be on this stream. I would have been freaking out right now. But, like, Brawl League has just made me such a different person that I just can't even, like, I can't explain in words.
Well, to me, it kind of revolves around Expired's answer. Like, Brawl League helped me find a fantastic community and, like, a fantastic group of people who want to better the game in a way. Like, whether it's through tournament running or, like, just mentoring or just being a large community, it helped me, like, I don't know, I guess it just helped me be happier in general because I knew there was so many amazing people out there who cared. And I think Brawl League and in general the Brawl community has helped me mature a lot too, because I joined the community when I was 15. I'm 19 now, and I genuinely feel like the Brawlhalla community has been I wouldn't be myself if it wasn't for all of you.
You'd be Luca.
Oh.
Aussie, how tall are you? Would you just grow like 5 foot or something?
I'm not exactly sure. I haven't measured myself, but I
Oh.
think I'm like
Are you above 6 foot?
no, I'm like 170 centimeters. -ish.
That's like, I think 5'10"-ish. So yeah, you'd grow like
It's like
5. You'd
5'10",
grow like
5'9".
5-6 foot to become Luca.
I'm exactly 6 feet.
So
That's
you'd grow 3 foot to be Luca. Luca's a giant.
You know,
Luke, aren't you like 6'3" or
Yeah, he is. He's a big.
6'3", yeah.
He's a,
Oh,
he's a
jeez.
tall
Oh my
boy.
boy.
That's
Next-
193 centimeters for the wrong unit, boys.
Next question goes to George, and it's, why is your bow so good and try hard?
Oh god. Honestly, it all revolves on like spacing. Spacing is definitely one of the like keys
Spacing and
into, like,
movement, yeah.
yeah, movement and like spacing. When you're playing bow, you just have to really focus on movement and not movement. I mean, but a lot on spacing, like down light, neutral light. You also like you have to like see when you have to go for the move yourself. And personally, I feel like Bo is so good, especially for like strings. So that's really why, like, just reaction time and spacing.
Yeah,
Bo
it's
in
legit
general
just
is like.
Bo.
Oh no, go ahead. My bad.
Oh no, I just wanted to say it's just Bo. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
like
just Bo.
Bo is like one of those weapons where you can be super flexible in how like you like position your opponent, if that makes sense. Because like when you get like momentum, like you can control where your opponent is, and Bo is really good at that because you have so many options out of everything. And I guess it's like it's really good because you can like force out your opponent to make a mistake with just movement, and that's something that's fantastic in my opinion.
Zaruka, how much did that take you?
What? Like how
What-
long?
what
it-
is that?
Did he post it? I
How
can't even
long?
see it. Like,
Wait, what?
I gotta go on my
Lipstick
phone.
on Ragnar.
I gotta go on my
Oh
phone
my
God,
just
I
to
did not
check.
see it.
I hate this.
I don't know. I just did it while I was sitting.
Can you
here.
put it instead of Lucas Cam?
I don't.
Oh my god.
Dude, there's like texturing on that and everything. Wow, you really tried with that.
It's got lighting too, and like,
Yeah.
Okay, so next question is technically to everyone, but I feel like I'd be the most qualified to answer this. So, will there be any changes to Brawl League with the achievement of hitting 20k? So, with us hitting 20k, we realized our team was like not big enough, and also we realized we needed some more definition in areas, which is why Luca has become the like head of tournaments and also the community manager, and he'll be doing some cool things in the next like
Hell yeah.
while. He's gonna make some cool events for you guys and stuff in the Discord. As well as that, with Botanic retiring, we of course brought George and Arcee on as the heads of mentoring.
woo!
They've been working with Botanic for like what 2 years at this point.
Yeah, 2 years at least.
I've actually been a little longer.
I was gonna say you guys have been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, Marcy was first, but then I came
I
along.
was like 6-7 months before George, and
Yeah.
that was actually when I joined the academy team.
Yeah, but I think
Then
yeah.
I decided I wanted
so-
to help a bit, and I look where I'm at.
Generally, we're going to be trying our hardest to make sure we engage with the community a lot more, because there's a lot more of you. So we want to try and reach as many of you as we can. We know there's, like, people who aren't EU and NA, and we'd love to do things for you guys, or do things within time zones that suit you guys. Which is kind of the reason why this one's so late for, like, Toti. It's, like, 10 o'clock for him, or almost 11 o'clock.
11.
It's, like, 3 o'clock for, the NA, almost 4 for the NA guys. It's like almost 9 for Luca and I. But we want to try and make sure we can do as much as we can for you guys with more streams. We're looking at doing some more things than tournaments. We can't announce everything. We can't even announce actually what yet. There's like secrets.
Just stay tuned. You'll see it.
Yeah.
We want to do so much that we literally can't do enough. But I think there's going to be a lot of things in the next, like, month to 2 months. Also, I literally just got pinged for a question in chat, so I'm going to read that one quickly. Is Brawlhalla a good game for beginning in esports? I'd say yes.
Yeah.
The game isn't hard to pick up, and if you want to learn to compete and learn, like, tournament formats and stuff, definitely Brawlhalla is a good one to go through.
I would say it really depends.
But that's also if you like fighting games.
Yeah.
like-
yeah, I wouldn't really recommend people like to start with Brawlhalla if they want to get into fighting games. Brawlhalla might be easy for a fighting game, but it gives you a distorted feeling on how a fighting game is.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
Brawlhalla was my first real fighting game. I started playing Rivals of Ed that I get absolutely destroyed and slammered.
Slammered.
Yes,
Slammered.
slammered. For most people probably have no idea how much simpler and easier Brawlhalla is, and that's a good thing for the casuals. But if you want to get into something competitively, pick something that is more challenging, that makes you
Smash.
actually try and think. Like, not necessarily Smash, but like even Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash, Rivals of Weather, all of that jazz. Like the OG ones, the ones that get to Evo, not Brawlhalla.
What if we're at Evo this year? Because tournaments haven't been announced yet.
Oh my god, yeah, like look, like I just.
I know
Evo.
I know BMG
Brawlhalla
went to
Evo,
Evo
oh my God.
like BMG went to Evo in like what 2017, and they gave away like custom made PlayStations, like custom skinned PlayStations and controllers. That was really cool. I wanted one of them. So I've got a couple more questions. One, are we gonna be at PAX? I'm personally not. I don't think you guys are.
What's
I have no
PAX?
money, bro.
PAX?
PAX
I
is
mean,
like a
at my
gaming
trip,
con-
I'll go,
What
but
is-
like.
If
PAX
somebody
South
wants to
is
pay
like
for me to go, yeah, sure.
yeah, like so BMG will be at PAX. We won't be. We're not, of course, developers, and no one's paying us to go to PAX. I say that. No one's.
Expect you have Yubi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I say that. I got a message from Ubisoft 2 days before BCX. Hey, would you like to come to Worlds? So I might be there. I doubt it. I don't even know when PAX West. PAX South is next, isn't it?
Yes, I think.
PAX South.
But we got to talk to something about
Oh.
Ubisoft because.
PAX South is in like 5 days, so I doubt I'll be going, but fingers crossed. And also, last question I'm going to pull from chat before we go back into the actual question form. Would we consider negotiating a LAN in the UK this year? If so, you'll see us there. So, 2 things. One, Ubisoft will be at a lot of events in the UK, and I'll probably be with them over the next year. So, definitely you'll find Brawlhalla at events. And second of all, for my university course, I have to run a Brawlhalla tournament. Well, a tournament, and I'm running a Brawlhalla tournament. Like, in person. So, there will be a UK LAN that will be open entry. When there's more information about all of that, and it's not just actual speculation, I'll be announcing it, and I'll possibly have Brawl League's like logo on there as a support thing, maybe.
Can you fly me over?
Can I fly you over? No. So poll just closed for the Brawl League avatar, so let's pick a winner.
Ooh.
Oh well.
I can't pronounce that name. You will BM
Will BM
Petera
Petera.
02.
I am
William
Petra
Petra.
02.
But will they win it? Yes, they will. They are the winner. And I'll be sending. So I should point out, I'll be sending these at the end of the stream. So yeah. So next up, we'll go for
9.
9.
Nai?
Yeah, I can do
9.
9. Oh shit, I cancelled that. I don't mean to cancel that. Oh well. It's we're doing a new one anyway. I got that name. Queen Nye giveaway for I think it's Tomb Tamer Nye.
I think it's...
No, it's Snake Charmer.
It's
It's Snake Charmer.
Snake Charmer?
Nye.
Yeah.
Snake
Yeah, it's the other one.
Good skin.
I mean, it's
so-
not the other one that has like the huge hat. Like,
The
So
huge one.
which is the best clan in Brawlhalla in your opinion? So
Oh.
I mean, it depends on what you're looking at. Like, for example, are you looking at competitive?
No,
clan,
just
or are
your
you looking
opinion.
At, like,
Your
just clan
opinion.
in general.
It's 3DT.
Fantasy and Ash.
I was
Big
just gonna
black
say
soul.
tricks.
It's big black
It's not
soul.
tricks. Sorry.
It's Lacuna.
I'd say my
Tricks
clan.
is Tricks is pretty cool, but
Yeah.
like,
I'm just gonna say my
Everyone's
clan.
playing their own clans.
However, I will admit the best clan I've ever been a part of was 3DT. So
I told you it's 3DT.
Wow.
yeah.
I mean,
so
but,
like Conscience
all
and
the way,
3DT are next to each other for me. But
Yeah, shout out to all my
Bro,
Lacuna
I
boys
could
out there.
probably 1v5 conscience. Come on.
Lacuna
Like-
Matata.
you can
What
no,
do
you
Lacuna
can't.
The
Matata.
thing is, like in this question, I would be
Lacuna
super
Matata.
biased because like I've been
Ain't
with
no
the same
passing
clan
praise.
for the 4 years I've been playing the game.
Yeah.
So. But if I were to answer something other than tricks, it would probably be Lacuna.
3DT. Oh. You wrong.
So
Hey, I haven't been in 3DT. I can't answer that.
You could join 3DT. Just gotta leave tricks.
Nah.
Then you could try around. You could be like, well, actually, this is better than tricks, and you.
No,
be
I'm
enlightened.
here. Hold on. This is for my tricks. I'm not pulling a Josh, by the way, and like my clanmates will understand that.
Okay, Josh.
RC's new name is Josh.
Josh C.
So I guess the next question, which I guess some of you guys can answer. I don't know if all 5 of you can answer this, but how hard is it to manage Brawl League and the different aspects that you do? And what skills have you learned from being part of Brawl League?
Can I go first?
You can, yeah.
the only hard thing is expired is just gonna come over to you with 3 days before the deadline and mention, oh yes, I need this stuff.
Yeah.
That's the only hard thing.
I'm
For me.
sorry. I
Right.
told you how bad I felt about that.
Oh, no, I just want to make you feel even more.
It's fine. I literally messaged Cyan Petra today. It was like, hey, can you do another Brawl League art piece, please? Thank you. Like, I messaged them like, hey, are you awake? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like an hour later, I was like, can you do this, please?
See, this is why I should be admin instead of him. But you won't
I
let
agree. Let's get Tilty as admin.
Is this the new... Is this the new, like, revolution? I don't like this.
Wait,
It's a
Zeruga,
coup.
check Discord.
We're taking over.
What about... Yeah, okay, so Zaruga, what about you?
Oh,
Because, of
okay.
course, you've done a lot of production stuff for Brawl League, so...
So, yeah, with production, honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. One of the most challenging things has been not falling asleep during some of the tournaments, because
Yeah,
when
no,
you're
like,
streaming early or late, and I mean, a lot of the setup, doing the production stuff is beforehand and kind of learning, and then once you get it down and you got the flow, especially so I have a stream deck. And that thing, I basically had it set up so that every time I transition stuff, I'm just hitting a button. So the entire time the matches are going on, I'm just pressing buttons at the end of the match, at the beginning of the match. So I tend to not have much to do, and if I'm extra tired and getting kind of bored, I have had the tendency to start to fall. Not gonna lie, but otherwise, there's been a lot of challenges in what I've done in learning how to do stuff. Learning how to use a lot of software, so learning how to use OBS. OBS is an amazing software. It is a steal that they're giving away for free. Like, it is seriously amazing. There's a lot that you can do with it. Even just the simple stuff to just be able to like record and sit down and do that. But like, if you look up, how to use studio mode and how to use the transitions, all this extra stuff that's kind of
Shut up
hidden
about
a
all
little bit
cropping.
that expired's learning about. But you start to learn all this stuff, and it's like, it's astonishing what you can do with the program, multi-view and some stuff like that. It's so good for what you get for free. I mean, it can't do a few, and you can do replays and stuff. It can't do a few things like Toast with some of the stuff uses vmix. Vmix is what Toast uses. OBS can do almost everything that vmix can. Like, it's some professional and high-end features that you can't get, and vmix literally costs like $700 for a
Hold on,
license.
correction.
You-
His version costs $700. There
His
is one.
version costs
There is one
$700.
for $200. I'm pretty sure.
But OBS does pretty much everything that the $200 one does.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Um,
you're getting OBS for free. You don't have to spend any money. It's amazing. If anybody's interested in streaming, check out OBS big time. It's like the most popular thing. It's really easy to use. It's great to use. The other thing, I've learned how to do basic graphic design and some of that. I've learned how to edit memes. Yes, no.
Edit memes.
One of the other big things. It's actually one of my favorite things that I've learned through the process is also learning how to use After Effects to create motion graphics. I absolutely love making motion graphics. It's really fun to do the animations and all that.
like I asked you to do for this one.
And what?
Like I asked you to do for this one.
You didn't ask me
Yeah, I
to do
did.
motion graphics for this.
I
When?
did. Like in the thing to talk with Tilly, I was like, "Hey, you could talk to Tilly and discuss doing transitions."
No. Look.
Oh
Was
my
this in the
lord.
DMs?
Yeah.
Tilty is currently working on the graphics, and that was all you said.
That is
Never-
definitely not what I only said. I can see from your face. That is not all I said.
No, well, there was more that you said.
I told you guys the hardest thing in Brawl League is expired.
Yep.
That was all I remember you saying. And
All
I
you remember me saying.
Anyways, what?
Did you say that's all you remember me saying?
That's all I remember seeing. I remember seeing it. I didn't see it.
Gonna
Anyways,
fight you.
so look, it's but yeah, animating stuff and things like that. Streaming in general is one of those things that is hard to learn, but once you get it down, it's not too bad to do. A lot of the time, honest to God, is spent learning how to do the stuff and how to set stuff up and how to keep your composure and not panic when stuff. It's like tournaments, not panic when stuff messes up. Well, it is a tournament, technically, like playing in the tournament. Anyways, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and the more that you know and the more you know how to fix those things on the fly. Because I mean, if something goes wrong while you're streaming, you can't. It's not like a video. Oh, you just pause and then we'll retake that. You're live, right? You have to be on top of everything, and not falling asleep. Um, and yeah, it's insanely fun. Honestly, if anybody's interested in getting into that kind of thing and has questions, feel free to DM me on Twitter or Discord, and I'm happy to answer questions as long as you're not too annoying about it. You know, it's just, hey, friendly questions. How do you do this kind of thing? I can share some nuggets of knowledge, but
Don't be like me.
Tangent over.
Be like expired.
So the next question is, and it actually sounds like a really basic question, but what is Brawl League?
Ooh.
So Brawl League is a community group that, of course, a lot of you are going to know, but of course some of you might not. You might be tuning into this stream for the first time and seeing this whole like 20k celebration stream and being like, but what is Brawl League? I've never heard of you.
Who?
I'm new to the community. And especially I think in the last year, because we haven't really done much, we've kind of just been a growing community, working a little bit internally on our own stuff. Brawl League is a community group that focuses on mentoring and tournaments, like lower level tournaments, not the sort of majors. We used to do them. That is now a whole Bagel Productions thing, which is actually comprised of 4 ex-Brawl League members. So they were the original. They were like some of the older heads and administrators who moved into running the officials, such as Toast, Left Stick Down, V.
I was gonna say, you said 4, isn't there 3
Uh,
right now?
so
Nobody else is technically back.
no one's
really
okay.
close.
You are correct. No one's technically Bagel. There's like people who work really close. I mean, I work with Bagel. They hire me. Of course, you work with Bagel. They hire you. Batonic as well. Who's technically the leader or head of Brawl League? Which is what, me, I guess.
Regrettably expired.
Regrettably.
Yeah.
Are we talking really technically, or
Uh,
how it is right now?
How it is. So like, who does things?
We aren't
Okay.
allowed
Well, we
to
all do
spell
things.
We aren't allowed to spell the D word.
Yeah, the D word's banned. So I
No,
guess
we
I
won't
guess
get
me.
banned, that's all.
You don't want to.
Whoever says the D word, he gets banned.
Yeah. Instantly.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so that is generally what Brawl League is. We are a community group. If you're not in our Discord, there's literally a link below, in our like Twitch
the buttons.
thingy. One of the buttons
Twitch
is
buttons.
like, literally says Discord, and also the other one says Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We announce things a lot. I've been making sure to like tweet 1 a day, so. I know I actually know the tweet today was going to just be like this, the announcement tweet for this, but then Suburban Mom, like Woomer's wife, who if you didn't know is Matterhorn, the CEO of BMG? Zuriga? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Not sure.
I think Matterhorn is the CEO, right? BMG. I think
I
isn't-
don't know personally.
He's
but,
like-
companies will.
Oh wait, no. So I think he was
No,
CEO
yeah.
before Ubisoft bought. Because I know Tivers is CTO.
I am uncertain.
But Matterhorn's wife actually posted a picture of like a new Brawlhalla shirt, which is
Oh,
like
yeah, I
red.
saw
It's like
it.
a reddish orange. Which
I want
I'm
one
actually
so
wearing, like one of the Brawlhalla shirts, one of the dev shirts I got from Raven. He gave it to me like in 2017.
Ooh.
I feel really special wearing it with my my Brawl League jacket. Like
Godspeed to Raven.
I need a Brawlhalla shirt.
but yeah, that red shirt was really cool. So I was like, I gotta tweet this out from the Brawl League account. But that was the tweet for today. I don't know what the tweet for tomorrow is gonna be. Like, honestly, it's really unplanned. I should plan that more. So next question is: are controller players at disadvantage to keyboard players?
Oh, okay.
I'd say
I
no.
wouldn't say so. No, not at all. Everyone has their own preference. Definitely, like, keyboard is the more, fastest, to me at least. But, like, everyone has their own preference. If you're really good at controller, stay at controller. Like,
If you're not using a steering wheel,
Like,
Oh god.
that
Brawler
reminds me of that
steering wheel.
one. That reminds me of that one player in like Guilty Gear who beat.
Initial T.
Yeah,
He
like he got like
has.
top 8 in a wheel. Like,
He
This
won.
man has a
wait, he
steering
won?
wheel.
I thought he got
Yes.
top 8. Oh my
No,
god,
he
what?
won.
Oh my god. Well, okay, so like this is my position with the controller keyboard thing. They're like basically the same thing. One of the main reasons why people prefer keyboard is because Brawlhalla movement isn't like Smash where like depending on how much you tilt you move that amount. Like there's no tap, there's no that like the faster the velocity is with the dash. So
And the DI
like,
is also very
you only
limited.
need like a left right. You don't need a percentage of left or a percentage of right.
Yeah.
So that's why controller feels a little weird to some people. But
And not just that, you don't need a joystick for DI here. You don't have all of the DI angles as
oh
far
yeah, that's another thing.
And
But
I think
like
some controllers have optimization problems since the game was mainly built for keyboard in the first place, right?
I still feel like it doesn't make that much of like it doesn't make a too big of difference where it can be considered a disadvantage. Because like at the end of the day you can still play with like D-pad if you want. If
Yeah.
you want to like just have buttons instead of a joystick, but
Yeah.
but like really you should just play what you're most comfortable with. Like whether it's keyboard only, keyboard, mouse, controller. If you want to play on the wheel, go for it. But if you do, you better get top 8 and then send us a picture, cause I will.
I could
I
just
will get you
imagine Boomy
sponsored.
getting. I could just imagine one person bringing a steering wheel to a LAN and actually.
Yeah, it's just like the person walks up to the stage and they just like put the steering wheel down and like.
What?
So, next question, which I kind of half answered, but at the same time didn't.
Can you give me a second to expire? I want to send you something. My IRL friend made this. Keep in mind, he also does graphic design like me.
I
He
literally
made
can't
us-
look at Discord.
Oh, right. Oh, well, that
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh no!
I love how we can tell who George is.
Shut up!
I've got to get my phone out just so I can see this. Like,
You
Oh
can
my
post
God.
Should we put? Yeah,
Can we
post in
post it in the
chat.
chat?
I don't like this.
I'm posting in chat.
God, that's such an old like.
Everyone, tag Nexus with lol. Just tag Nexus with lol.
I like how 3 of you posted the image.
It's not 2 of them do it, so I just copied and pasted it.
It's so good.
It's really
All right,
good.
let's pick a winner for the
Winner.
nice skin, Sass's Bond.
That's a name.
Congrats.
So congratulations for that. What is that image? I don't know. I just know I'm on there.
Listen, like we don't get the power to determine what that image is.
It's just cursed.
He even spelled welcome wrong.
Oh my god, I just noticed.
Oh, I should ask Weeboo to make it so there's like a 1 in 1,000 chance BLB will just say Wecklum. That's it.
Yes.
Instead of
1 in
welcome.
100 is better.
Alright,
Or 1 in 69.
so next giveaway, what do we do? CC?
I'm thinking one more Brawly avatar. I don't know.
Oh, we've got like a bit to go on the stream. I think doing a CC will be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I mean, I don't really want the stream to be that long that we have to give away everything, so can we like start giving things faster as well?
yeah, I'm gonna cut it down.
Yeah.
I'm cutting it down to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Which
just,
means,
just do it 3 minutes, honestly.
I mean, yes. It's like 3-minute entry time.
Yeah.
CC code. Let's go. So the question, which I kind of answered for a couple of you, but what do you do at Brawl League? Like, what is your role? What do you do to all of you guys?
Expired tortures us. No, wait.
Yeah. Let's RC and me are the head of department mentoring. So we're in charge of everything that goes under mentoring and coaching. We hire the new people who want to be mentors and coaches through the applications. And we both generally also teach. We're just in charge of who's mentoring and coaching.
And we also have some plans in the future, hopefully, to get some more, I don't know, content for you guys.
Yeah.
Whether it's like replay overviews or like pro player overviews or stuff like that. We can get our coaches and mentors to like look over them and like
Yeah.
give their insight about it. Just it's exciting.
Videos.
Okay, go on, Tilly. What do you do?
Yes.
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 That's
Nice.
realistically that is a good summary of what you do.
Yeah, I just do stuff. I just do the thing.
You do the
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
So Toei actually, technically his roles are like community manager, head of moderation, and like
Oh, I forgot I do that.
head of design. You literally picked the new mods.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Yeah, but now I was thinking, yeah, I do graphics and I guess I manage the community. Like the mods didn't count to me.
But yeah, so those are Toei's kind of roles. What he actually does is also he does streaming. He helps like me where I need it. So he's helped revise the mentoring system with Botanic, RC, George, and those
I'm
guys.
basically expired slave.
Yeah. he does what's needed.
He does the work that expired doesn't.
Well,
to.
That's not true. Tilty does the work better than me. Like, I could do the work, but it would come out really bad.
I also did the mentoring rework. Like people still ping me for mentoring reasons. but also you can tell how uncomfortable expired gets whenever I like make him look like the bad guy that he makes me do everything, and I love it.
I feel bad.
Torture.
Yeah, this is my comeback, guy. You make me do stuff, I'll make you feel like this. I don't
Zuruga,
mind doing this stuff, but I'll just make you
go.
feel
What do
like
you
this.
do?
How bad is my background noise right now?
This
Not much.
is someone playing drums?
Yeah.
Yes. So my little brother has to play drums. So I hope that it's not gonna come up too much, but I'm just gonna keep
Sick
my mic
beats.
muted when I'm not. So it's extra music, you know, that you get.
Bring him on stage.
So my job is to make memes. No, my job. So I'm head of production, which means that
You
I
produce
head
memes.
up to production. So, I probably, because I'll be busy, I won't be streaming as many of the streams. But typically, the job is to kind of organize, make sure everything gets done. So other people usually do the graphics and arts, but I kind of make sure it's all there and the design's all fluid. And then I usually, although we could have other people that do it, but normally the head of production has handled all of the animations and stuff. And then making sure that everything kind of gets pulled together, and then actually running the stream, directing casters, making sure everything gets produced, all the production's there. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. As well, if we have anything going up on YouTube stuff, just making sure that's all good. And my job is to look.
So I'm gonna start like not announcing the winners, but just like accepting them. Next up we have a Scarlet skin,
Ooh.
which is I think Steamsmith Scarlet.
It's there for those Scarlet mains.
But finally, before I get to me, Luca, what do you do?
Let me just check. I'm the yeah. Yeah, I do tournament stuff, and I'm also a community manager like Tilty. Yeah, that's about it. I think. Expect a lot of work later on.
And then I guess like last is me, which is like the admin, but I generally oversee the projects going on, so I oversee the things that RC and George are doing, as well as like the events that Luca wants to do for tournament wise, and as well as like just things he'll do in the Discord. I oversee Tilty, Zaruga, and just make sure everything's going smoothly. If they have any problems, they come to me and I try and help sort it out. Generally, they don't come to me. They generally handle it, but like sometimes Zaruga will be like, "Hey, what are we doing?" I'll be like, "I don't know." And that's about it. Yeah, just vibe, chill.
Also, let's think in that Expired literally had to make a second community manager because I had too much stuff to do.
Yep, that is
Yeah.
so this is the thing. Tilly was gonna be like our community manager and do a bunch of stuff, but then like, we also brought him. Well, we also had him do, or like, have him start doing the moderation stuff as well as the art team stuff as Hexrect and Jetfuel resigned, and so I was like, Tilly's gonna be like doing so much, and I remember doing like that so much back in like 2017. And I was like, I didn't like this. I needed help, and so I was like, Luca, do things, and Luca was like,
What?
sure.
Honestly,
Well,
my only
what
problem is
was
that
actually
I
the better
work-
answer?
My
Yeah.
only problem is that I work a full-time job which I have to wake up at 5 a.m. for. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would be just fine.
Yeah, Red Zag, you did win a CC.
Nice one.
Next up, actually, before we go to the questions, I'm gonna do one little last announcement. Because we're near the end of the questions. We've got like 8 more left.
The mods,
Yeah, we're gonna announce the moderators. So
epic.
give a warm welcome to 4 new moderators who are joining us today. Awas, which is also known as Night Fury, Whimsy or Cohen, Emily or Emily, and Signy, which I'm pronouncing that right, which I always call Sige because it's phonetically CYG, like Sige.
They were called Lucy before.
The YG
I
is
didn't know
sick,
that.
not sick, but it's okay.
Nope, Sige.
It's sick.
But yes, these 4 new people will be joining the Brawl League team in moderating with people such as Matt, Ivo, and isn't it just Matt and Ivo now? Because
Hey,
like
you spelled-
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Pretty
Okay,
much.
guys, then we have some pogs in chat. He spelled welcome right this time.
shut up.
Hey, Pog!
So here's the
Pog!
thing: is I made this graphic, and then the artist one I made like an hour ago, or like an hour before the stream. I was eating my pizza, and I was like, wait a minute, I need to make a graphic. But yeah, so these 4 people will be joining us in the Discord. Please tag them in Brawl League. Be like, welcome and hello. But
Just
also,
tag everyone and ban them.
like, you know, tag them and call them nerds. And thank them for the work they're going to be doing in the future. These guys will, I say guys, these people, because like 3 of them are female, like, these people will be doing a lot of work for Brawl League in the mod side, and will be making sure you guys have a wonderful time in the Discord and have a wonderful experience. So yeah, please do make sure you give them a warm welcome.
Guys, check Brawl League General, scroll up to Marie's message, to Marie's image.
I can't.
A lot of messages.
Welcome.
Oh
in
my
the
god.
Republic.
Oh. And the little brother plays drums.
Idan winning the Scarlet. We're going to do another Brawl League avatar. Let me complete that. And then... just doing giveaways is tedious. It's just repetitive.
Oh no.
So... what's one word that will define what Brawl League accomplishes this year?
Ooh, let me think that.
That's hard.
Yeah, that is.
Question?
Yeah, because we have so many big.
Yeah. What is one word that will define what Brawl League accomplishes this year? Can I say like domination? Let me just take over. Can we just do a Brawl League takeover? Just dominate the
Yeah.
scene. We're dominating. That's it. We're gonna dominate the scene. So I think domination is gonna be my my one. Community
Mine
domination.
is gonna be exciting. Like, I'm excited for what we're gonna bring 2020.
Zaruga's just like, I don't know what we're doing this year.
Yes.
And also drums are in this background.
Yep.
Bodacious.
Ooh, it's a good word. Lucas trying to think of the longest word he knows. Yeah, exactly, longest word he knows.
What do you mean? That's toxic. Fuck you.
Excuse me, anti-disestablishmentarianism. That's,
He doesn't know that word.
How would you even spell?
learn it.
C. Yeah. So
I
I think
spell it perfectly.
you just try typing it.
You wanna do what?
Okay, hold on. I saw some. Yeah, so you can type it. Oh, goddamn, the chat's moving. disestablishmentarianism. Tarianism, my bad.
You spelled that perfectly. That's fantastic.
So next off, how did you guys start off and make it this far? So Brawl League started off, as I said, as a as a Facebook group. No, as a Steam group.
Ew, Facebook.
Facebook group.
Dude, I'm actually in the Brawlhalla Facebook community, and I like.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's a Facebook community. It's active. It's really active. But how do we start off? We started off as a Steam community group. None of us were actually part of the admin team of that, and actually the team of that. I don't even think I'm listed as a moderator on that. Like that's how. It got replaced by Discord in like January 2016. But how do we make it this far? There is a lot of work has gone into Brawl League making sure it is as it is now. There is so much you guys don't see. There are so many things that like just happen and we don't know how to there's things that have happened and we've had to learn how to deal with it throughout like the time. Brawl League is the embodiment of determination in this community. The Discord and the stuff we've done for the game would not be a thing if it wasn't for the amazing people that are part of our team in 2016, in 2017, 2018, even last year. Every year we've had amazing members of staff, and like there's no way Brawl League would be as far as it is and like as good as it is if it wasn't for the people who have worked with Brawl League. Also, we're gonna pick a winner for a Brawl League avatar, and it's Ayo!
Ali!
Hey, nice one.
Okay, can I ban him now?
What's the last one I haven't given away? Cassidy, Nice, Scarlet, Hattori.
Congrats, Ali.
Yeah, we haven't done the Hattori one.
I gotta give away Hattori skin, so go Hattori.
It's like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I kind of want the Hattori skin actually, so I'll join.
I don't know.
This
I just
one,
have to wait till
funny
my
enough, this
tablet
next
is
question is from Ali, so it's actually really nice that it lined up like this. What will Brawl League do to improve themselves as a community in its whole? So project-wise, the most we can really announce is we have a lot of things planned for this year, a lot of more community-involved stuff, so we're looking at doing some more streams, some more things where you guys can interact with us, the heads, as well as the new moderators and the older moderators, and making sure you guys have access to us. And more making us like a community-styled group instead of what we are now, which is, for the last like year or so, we've tried to run ourselves as a business, and that's really not what we want to do. We want to sort of make ourselves a community with a business on top, because of course esports is a business thing, and so we have to be professional in some ways, but in the other ways we want to open up and be a bit more like focused on you guys. So I think that's what we're going to be doing in the next year to show like community wise.
If I can add a little something, we also want to make like the community be a place where everyone can feel like safe. I guess you could say like that. Like we want to make it as welcoming as possible.
Yeah. So these two questions go hand in hand. First of all, is a question in Twitch chat of like, what do we think of spammers, and how do we think BMG could like deal with spamming? So personally,
Endorse it.
so here's the thing: is spamming isn't a bad thing. If you are losing to spam, then the best thing I can advise, and it sounds really harsh, is go get one of our mentors, go get one of our coaches, because it's not something that you will deal with and struggle against all the time. It's literally something that you find in the lower levels because it works, or because people don't know how to play it. In the higher levels, if someone's just doing something, it's because it's working, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So like,
imagine, okay, if you're dealing with spam, imagine if it wasn't in the can. Ham out of the can would be so much tougher. So just
I just
that
stop
much.
right there, please.
please.
I think we should just let people sick spam because it gets me to diamond, so why can't anyone else do that?
Like the thing with spam is that it is something that becomes a habit and like if you keep doing it, you'll condition yourself to keep doing it, and therefore you'll be exposed to more mistakes, and
Yeah.
that will be much more exploited at the higher levels of play.
Yeah. Next question, which actually goes, as I said, goes right in hand. What do you guys think about the current state of Brawlhalla? Do you think any weapons need buffs or nerfs? Also, Clubman445, well done for winning a Hattori skin.
Okay. I'll answer this one. Personally, Door needs a nerf. I think his level sig is kind of ridiculous off stage on recovering. Axe needs a nerf in 2s. Guns just needs a little tiny nerf on downlight recovery. And what else? RC, think of something quick.
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's much nerfs they're needed. I think it's just buffs. Like the thing is,
Yeah.
especially on, well, in my opinion, it's probably gonna be like sword cannon and a little bit of Katara's, tiny bit, not much, but
Only a little bit.
yeah, but like, I feel like sword right now is one of actually Atrophius told me this. Like sword is one of the more humble weapons right now. It's not bad, but it another weapon can do it better. That's the thing with sword. So I feel like the game shouldn't be like nerf everything to the ground to make everything bad. It should be to make everything good. Like I feel like that it makes the game more fun in general.
Yeah. It's a very known philosophy for the for just games
Also,
in general.
shout out to Stig because he's been pushing for that for a while.
Yeah. Go Stig.
It's a generally very well known. I assume I say well known. It's a very known philosophy in games that developers shouldn't be nerfing things and instead should be buffing things to put it with the higher level. Of course, if you keep doing that, then you hit a standard which is no longer fun either, because you end up with what, like Street Fighter 2 Turbo or something it's called, where like everything is like amazing, and hitting one thing will mean you cannot get out of anything. But generally, so you want to make things good. You don't want to nerf things because, of course, again, psychologically, people face losses twice as bad as they face gains. And so you generally want to nerf a little bit and buff a lot.
Like, but again, like the point where, like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think the game is pretty okay right now in terms of balance. Like, it's the best it's been for a while.
Yeah.
But like, there's a very very thin line where it's like perfect, and like the thing, like as we mentioned before, you have to be creative, and like with players constantly innovating, coming up with new strats and new strategies, like that line completely gets readjusted. So like it's not really something that can just stay fixed forever. So because you don't want, for example, like back before the game came out of beta, like sword could do like a 4-hit true combo.
You can still do that.
No.
Yeah?
You can DIO the second D-Light.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, but the thing is, you don't want to make things too good because then it just becomes broken, but you don't want to make them too bad because then they just become unviable. So like,
Speaking of, RC, play my cannon build.
bruh, come on, you need to teach me how to get the build.
We will do it after the stream now, okay?
Fine.
And also, I reward cannon. That's all I'm gonna say. You will find out more stuff if Moonshot posts anything. But yes, I reward cannon. Okay, we can continue. That's all I wanted to say on this topic.
So this is a question again. This is one I can answer instantly. Of like a few days ago, I saw on Twitter a drawing of Brawl League Chan, an anime girl with blue, white, and red hair. I can't find it. Who drew that? It's super cute. That was done originally by Calamari Pop. That was her like creation for Brawl League. So she's done like Brawl League Chan. There was Brawl League San, which was like one for Friday Night Brawl. There was BLA Chan. There was Brawlhalla Chan. I think there's the Forge Chan as well. Like, she's done a bunch of them for Brawlhalla. Actually, she also drew on, if you haven't seen it, on the Spitfire series from Bagel, she drew Spitfire Chan, which was really cool. I really advise going and watching the Spitfire series from Bagel, hosted by
And
Sparky.
support artists. Support artists.
Support the artists.
Yeah, definitely. And so I gotta give so much credit to Calamari, who Calamari Pop, who actually let us keep the concept and keep the design. And this is where Cyan Petra drew, as I said, with the new artist. She drew 2 Brawl League chans for us, which is really cool and sweet.
Welcome. But yes, go follow Calamari Pop on Twitter. Like, give
And
her
Cyan
support.
Petra too. Cyan Petra
She's
too on
great.
Twitter.
Yeah,
She's great
Yeah.
at drawing.
She's fucking amazing. And
They're
actually
both.
support the artists. Like, a lot of the artists that aren't really popular, they struggle to get traction. And Calamari Pop is really amazing at art in general. I really love her art style. It's not the most unique, but you can tell it's not like anything else.
See, you know what's funny?
really support her.
Like about Brawlhalla artists. Do you guys remember Lemyon? Who like
Oh yeah, Lemmy.
Yeah,
yeah.
he used
They
to
have,
draw
10K
like
followers now.
50.
The egg.
Oh, I
It's
thought they were
50K.
saying
They have like 50,000 followers, I'm pretty sure.
that.
Yeah,
it's
but
It's
but
like
egg.
40,
right?
50.
Yeah, egg. So what she was doing, she was drawing Brawlhalla art, 42,000, and then like all of a sudden she just draws this like egg, and it just blows up. It's like so amazing to see it like blow up, and
yeah.
like it's
Those
a
seeds.
it's one of
those
the
seeds, man.
few Brawlhalla like artists who like popped off with like art and have their own like actual fan base. I know like she gets Patreons and stuff, and actually she sends out like egg stickers. It's like really cool. But yeah, go support artists in the community. Go support not even just the main ones like Kala, Tataya,
Yeah.
Jade
also
Wears,
support
Cyan.
artists.
Go support some of the smaller ones. Literally, the hashtag Brawlhalla art on Twitter is like this really cool thing you can use just to look at new artists. It's like awesome to see some of the newer stuff.
Yeah, there's so many fantastic artists who are like lesser known. For example, like Cyan Petra, Jade Wars, Cezerna. They're all amazing.
Well, maybe let's not encourage all of the kids to go to Cezerna, but I show support to Cezerna as well.
Just my point is like
Yes.
for an artist, like a retweet or like even a share can be like a new opportunity for them.
Oh, yeah,
because
of
that's how
course.
they get exposure and like that's how they grow. And
Yeah.
it's been amazing to see like how far some people have gone. Like for
Yeah,
example, Lemyon and Kala.
So-
if I didn't want to keep my following number at 69, I would be following like half the artists.
Yeah.
So, this is a question that it's actually asked a couple times, and I left it till now to answer. Are you planning on adding Brawly colors into the game? I saw the concept and I need it. So, the concept was originally made by me and was brought into the game as a mod by Wanderlust, and it is only a mod that we can't redistribute. But, we know a couple of the devs have seen the art and actually like it, and we happily work with the developers to bring it into the game if they wanted it in the game. But that is completely up to them. We have no control over that, sadly. But maybe in the future, one day there'll be like more colors. Maybe a Broly color. Maybe there's like
Oh,
some of the
that'd be
others.
cool.
Because honestly, this game just needs more colors, and I feel like a red, white, and blue would be really cool. So this is gonna be one for George and RC,
Okay.
primarily.
So we're adding Colgate color.
Dude, Colgate color. Let's go.
Stop.
It's not Broly Chan. It's Colgate Chan.
Yes.
That's probably a thing somewhere.
Yeah. Next up,
Let me Google
which
it.
is for George and RC. Any tips for a plat player trying to hit diamond? What differences do you see between a plat player's playstyle and a diamond player?
Do you want to
Movement.
start or?
I could start, yeah. Movement, yeah. The main difference between a platinum and diamond player is definitely movement and decision making. Reaction time as well. It's so important. Like, honestly, just taking your time. Having a good mentality when you go to ranked is very important. It's always good to, like, let's say if you're tilted, just take a break. Or just, like, don't stress yourself over your rank. If you see that you're tilted, it's just probably not your day. You're having a bad day. Leave the game. Because personally, when I get tilted, I just let the game go, and I'm just like, let me do something different. I
Yeah,
sometimes
not
even
only
read a book.
that, Like when you're stressed out, it's been scientifically proven that you perform poorly in whatever task you're doing. So
Whatever
like,
task.
well, my opinion, I would probably have to say it's probably decision making,
Yeah.
because a player who is more experienced and I mean, I guess they're just better. They'll make the decisions, but not they won't really be thinking about it because and that's just something that's really weird for some people. But like a player who can instinctively make the proper decisions is a fantastic player. Like you, when you play the game, you shouldn't be thinking too much because that makes that makes you go slower. Because since Brawlhalla is a fast game, you have to be reacting here and there really fast. So you have to play like almost as if it wasn't you making the decisions. It's just automatic.
Um, can I add something? I see we already have like a couple, like 3 questions related to what is your mentality, how do you play, how to stop getting tilted, and I'll just mention like if you need motivation to keep going, you can get it. You can definitely untilt if you really want to, and there is stuff that you can look up online that will help you deal with all of the stuff that's been happening. For example, there is this Twitter account, FGC Dad, whose whole purpose is to be this wholesome dad that just
Oh
finished
yeah,
going
it's
with them
FGC
and
Dad.
yeah,
I
I'm just
love
gonna
that
link it.
account.
Just follow that account if you want to keep up with FGC. He just spits straight facts about the FGC.
And he'll like even respond to you if you like mention him and stuff.
Yeah, and he's
FGC
just very
Dad is like,
helpful. Everything that he says is very helpful.
yeah, it's insane. Like it's such a it's so like wholesome too. Like
Yeah.
Was that all the questions?
Nope, we've got like 2 more.
Okay. Then we can start answering ones from.
Yeah, we'll start pulling up from chat after. But so next up is, what was your favorite year of Brawlhalla? I personally, I couldn't pick one. Every year has been good for different reasons. Like 2016 was good because it like grew the community with its like the grassroots. We had BCS every week. We had Brawl League and Gravy Council. We had enough so much going on that was like the community grew. 2017 was amazing because Brawlhalla got sponsors for Worlds, and as well as that, Brawlhalla was like actually doing cool things at Worlds. They had like the artist booths for like what was it, Kala, Cluns, and I've forgotten his name. He's barely in the community anymore. FJM. That's it.
oh yeah, FGC. I still talk to them. They're really cool.
But like they had like 3 artist booths. You could go by the art. They had like the merch booth, and they had the 2 sponsors there because they had Astro. They had Scepter. It was, and they also had ASIO, the ASIO keyboards. I remember those. And then 2018 was great because 2018 we hit DreamHack, like. But as well as that, we got picked up by Ubisoft. The game was bought by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Like that was huge.
That was like humongous. Like,
and then
that was
like
good news.
last year, like so many crossovers, like the game's just blown up. I actually noticed we actually hit a new peak for the concurrent players.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that Brawlhalla is like one of the games that has the higher price pools because the FGC is relatively small in terms of
it's got some of the largest prize pools.
Funding. And thankfully, the Brawlhalla community has been able to have honestly insane numbers, like in terms of prize pools. Like 100K for BCX, like oh my god, that was I remember seeing that and I was like, no way.
Do you mind if I hijack this really quick?
Go for it.
Okay, so yeah, I like how they actually support all of the stuff, unlike some of the other FGCs and developers. They don't do as much as BMG does, and BMG really has the money to love that, to do even a lot more. It is just kind of a shame that there aren't many investors that come to the game to host tournaments for us. We currently, what do we have? We have like the majors by BMG, we have the majors by Bagel, and we have a couple of minors every once in a while.
Yeah.
We do not have MLG. MLG did a little bit of Brawlhalla minors, but then they stopped. it was a one-off thing.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Don't
the
have any of the other
ESL
big
had a
ones.
community thing that was done, like community ran tournament set that
Yeah.
left. But I think the issue there was they tried joining too early in the game scene. And so it meant that, of course.
And it's because of multiple reasons. Like people haven't heard of us. They don't really market the game to people who don't know the game. They market the game to people who already play the game.
Yep. Which
They-
is why they've started doing some good stuff by I've seen recently they started doing tweets. And those tweets are promotional tweets, and you can tell they're promotional tweets, but they're still good tweets.
It's good that they finally start doing that. Really wish they would pull off like big companies that can host tournaments, like tournament hosting websites, like Face It, like all of that stuff. I don't even remember how many there are. They're actually.
Oh, of course,
huge.
there's loads, but I think they're of course still trying to keep all of the big official ones on Smash GG, and that's going to be an issue for a while.
I mean, it doesn't really matter where it's hosted. It just matter that we need more and we need to fill in the blanks. Just to make the competitive scene healthy. Because I've seen right now there are some pros, but I mean I don't blame them for it because there aren't tournaments, but there are some pros that can just gatekeep the low tier tournaments just to get the money, and that's not really bad. It's just that it's bad for the people who want to improve. They will always fight someone who is way over them because it's gonna be, you know, those low tier players who are almost reaching the pro scene and they're fighting again full-fledged pros.
Yeah, no,
which is
I understand.
Yeah, and the skill difference is huge at that level. Like,
Yeah.
it's about the level of where you start playing. It's like someone who just plays the game a lot compared to someone who plays the game and studies it. That's
Yeah,
the
like
kind of difference.
like entering the pro scene is not easy at all because it's actually really hard to, because the main thing is that there's a lot of information that many high level diamond players don't even know, but the pros do. So like there's this huge gap in the middle that most high level diamonds have to jump, and like that's kind of where they feel like hard stuck in a way. So because like there's a lot of more information and a lot of other concepts that are taken into consideration. For example, one of the main concepts that a lot of pros always do, but like it isn't really discussed at really high diamond level, is stage control.
Yeah.
Like that isn't really discussed at all
Well,
in like diamond level gameplay.
Yeah, I believe people don't discuss it because it's like such a common sense thing that you would expect people to know.
You would
But
expect
again,
to, but it's not.
yeah. Brawl is such a young game with such a young audience. They don't have all of those players that they didn't. Not only they didn't play an FGC before, they probably didn't play any game competitively before.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. But it's cool. We have like with that opportunity, we had like really young players like Nice who, even despite being young and not having played something competitive before, they still popped off. But yeah, there is hidden stuff like
Well, I wouldn't say
I can
hidden,
give-
but like
yeah, not hidden. It's just like the stuff is there, but people
It's
don't
there.
get creative and people
Uh-huh.
don't share it because they don't have to. Like
Yeah.
people just do it, but the others don't pick up on it. There's like pot dodging into gravity cancel lens downlight, for example, is a strategy not because you're dodging the enemy's attack and you randomly downlight out by a mistake. It's just it moves your hard box, and it has such good priority and it's so fast of a move. And that concept is used on more weapons, and it's a strategy to move your hard box in a gravity cancel after a dodge an attack. That's something actual pros do, but I would say 99.999% of the player base does not do that.
Yeah, like something that, well, it helped me a lot, but something I would definitely recommend is to even if you're not gonna play it competitively, expand to other types of fighting games. Like don't dedicate yourself just to platform fighters. Like 2D fighters help you a lot in terms of neutral game and like patience, because like for example, I when Dragon Ball Fighters came out, I started playing it and it helped me learn a lot about frame priority and like frame numbers, frame data, and it also helped me a lot with neutral game. So expanding yourself to other types of fighting game experiences helps you like understand more what you're supposed to do.
And
Whether it's a 2D fighter like whether it's Tekken, Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Fighters, or like Blaze Blue or whatever, it helps you out because you get more of that experience.
yes, I would especially really recommend Tekken because it's very straightforward and compared to most traditional
Yes.
fighters,
And
has
Tekken's
only-
better than Street Fighter.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it
can
has-
agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
compared to most
It's-
fighters,
it's-
it has only 4 buttons. So from the 2 buttons at Brawlhalla, you just jump to 2 buttons instead to something like Skullgirls that has 6.
Yeah, and like the
Hold
the good thing about Tekken is that it's yeah, like you said, it's very simple, and there's not a lot to it, and it's
Yeah,
really
and
fast too. Like
it's
because it's like
straightforward.
mhm.
Sorry, it's
Tekken's more
straightforward.
complicated than Street Fighter though.
Yeah, like
Like-
for example, the most like in my opinion, the most complicated thing from Tekken is like when you juggle your opponent.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
the big-
Like
complicated.
thing
that's the
is
hardest
there's-
thing.
There's a lot of moves, right? With Tekken, most of the characters have close like 70 to like 100 moves that you have to memorize if you want to learn the character, and then all the combos and things. So that kind of can be the hard part of it. But otherwise, it's very strange when you're learning Tekken because a lot of it is just the basics, right? I mean, even at high level play, it's not like they're doing some kind of advance. No, it's all about punishing and spacing and knowing all that. And you will be beating yourself up because you'll be like, how do I, somebody will be like spamming. You'll be like, how do I beat this? And you have all the answers. You just need to piece it together in your head. Okay, I need to duck this attack, and then I can easily punish it. And you'll be beating yourself up because it's like once you figure it out, it's so simple, right? It's all the basics when you're dealing with something like Tekken, and it's really sorry. I get a little
Yeah,
tangential about Tekken, but I really
yeah,
enjoy Tekken, and
you know what?
playing games like that can help cement.
Something that like helped me a lot in terms of like analyzing what options you have in like a situation is Dragon Ball Fighters because but this is bad in a way, but it's good because Dragon Ball Fighters has so many things you can do, and at the same time it for every option you have a way to counter it. Like it just works like that. So
Hmm.
it allows you to like work on the way you react to things and like what options you do. And like
You know
there's
what?
always a wrong and a right answer. There's no like intermediate answer.
I
Yeah.
would just recommend people to pick up the very 2 fighting games that are made by the basics. Dive Kick and Footsies. Look them up and play them. I'm serious.
No,
They're-
yeah, I like that.
Just get Dive Kick and Footsies. That's it.
Oh my god.
So,
yeah, Footsies is super good.
I thought we were gonna move on from this one. Oh no, George has died.
No,
He's going to the bathroom.
Okay.
He will be back.
Um.
We'll
Yeah.
fall in.
So. Okay, thank you, Zurich. Moving on from this, we have gone
Wouldn't
through
that suck?
all 69 questions we had on our Q&A form. So if you guys have any
Nice.
questions for us, please just put them in chat. Tag at Brawl League TV so I can read them quickly because, of course, like, everyone's joining the giveaways and everything, so I want to not miss your question, but at the same time, I don't want to stop the giveaways, so if you guys have a question for us, please ask. If not, how long will the stream be? As long as it can be. Can you ban me? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There's like 2 other questions.
Also 69. Nice.
Will you break my legs for reporting your post on Reddit? I'll break
Yes.
your knees.
Ooh, that's
Um,
worse.
Is Emily the cutest mod? I actually haven't seen Emily, but I'll say yes.
Wait,
Um,
I saw something about Itro. Give me a second. Why is Itro your favorite pro?
What elo are you all? That's
I mean,
probably a good question.
Itro is just poggers. He throws. That's why he's my favorite
Why is expired smelly? It's because I eat too much pizza.
Ooh.
Confirm that.
Why
What
is
type of pizza? That's the important question.
So I usually have pepperoni with a barbecue base, but I mixed it up today. I had chicken and sweet corn with pepperoni and a barbecue base. I added like chicken and sweet corn. Was good.
Give me a second. I saw. What's the biggest problems that Plats don't understand? And hear me out. Plats are typically not playing a fighting game. They're playing Brawlhalla. I don't mean to be sarcastic. I'm not joking. I'm not bamming. They're not playing Brawlhalla like a fighting game. They're playing Brawlhalla like Brawlhalla. That's why they can't climb higher. They
Yeah.
are hard stuck there because they start fighting the players that start kind of knowing what to do. Because that's kind of the level when people actually pick up on the stuff. and they don't pick up on it because they don't realize that, oh, I have to punish, I have to.
Yeah, they're not
safe.
aware of most things.
Yeah, they're not aware of most of the stuff, and you'd be surprised. That's
Right.
also like the top 30%. It's actually surprising.
Next
Tier
question.
2 says, who's your least favorite legend to play against?
Oh. For me, Taros. Not gonna lie.
Anything with axe.
Yeah, anything with axe. Thank you, expired.
Actually,
Yeah.
for me, it's probably Cassidy. And that's because, like, since I play canon, like, Cassidy just out-prioritizes everything. So
I
it's,
should
like,
point
really
out-
hard to get in.
Next up is a Hattori skin.
Give me a
I'd say
second.
Scarlet.
Everything prioritizes everything on canon. I don't know what you mean, bro.
I mean, yeah, but just Cassidy makes it worse, because they don't have to do anything. They can literally react to my approach, and
Haha.
they'll just
You
win
can
by
legit do
default.
that with an armed on 2 dexterous. Come on, bro.
Yeah, you can like, beat Sarah with, like...
From Beiro, who is one of our mentors. Is he a mentor or a coach? You guys would know.
Bayromat is a coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a thing.
What was your first main? Mine was Ada.
Ooh,
Nine.
wait, I have to remember this.
I remember
I
Tilty 9.
joined... It's kind of hard for me, because I joined Brawlhalla, and it was literally to, like, play, like, one day with a friend, and then I was just gonna uninstall it, and I just kept playing. So, I think, like, the first legend I picked was Orion, and
Oh, I
then
know
I
mine.
think I played mostly Ada, if I'm not mistaken. And then after
Ada's
that,
cool.
when I actually started playing the game normally, I just played random.
I started off with Koji. Koji was always that character that I really
Respect.
liked a lot. Like, his SIGs were really cool. But back in the day, I played in beta, so you know.
Back when Sarah, like, sent diagonally downwards.
Yeah, that side air.
I was looking at old footage, and I was
No
just like,
way.
that's so...
Alright, do
Yeah,
a
like-
vote among the call. Sige or Sig? It's Sige.
Sick.
It's Sige.
Sig.
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 I'm losing this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now give Madman.
no.
But you lost.
Are there any other Guardians besides you, Expired? So yes, there is one other Guardian currently, which is Box, which is a French player. The two of us are the Brawlhalla Guardians, selected by Ubisoft UK and Ubisoft France. There might be more in the future, and I just hear Luca thudding around, and I'm really curious what it is. But we'll leave that. Yeah, so there's currently two of us. It might be that other regions pick up Guardians over time, but currently it's just the two of us.
Hey, tell Ubisoft to pick me up for Romania.
No.
Ismail.
Bruh, the day they get Ubisoft Costa Rica, like, hella. Because I'm the only player here, practically.
Like,
Zinka
Oh my-
asks, how large will the Brawl League water bottle be? And I'm gonna say, like, large enough. I can't leak anything else other than that, because it's not fully, like, disclosed or anything like that. But we
extra
are...
if-
So,
If it's. Bruh.
I'm
if it's
gonna...
not a- I'm sorry. I was about to say if it's not at least 1 liter, it's not worth it.
I'm gonna break your knees.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna disclose a little bit of information to everyone here. Brawl League merch is coming, and I'm working hard on getting that sorted. There's a lot of legal stuff I've got to do before we can actually open up merchandising, such as, you know, making sure we're a company. Because the government doesn't like people selling things without paying taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with all that coming, Brawl League merch will be out hopefully by mid-2020, if I can get my way fully sorted. And we are looking at water bottles, jackets, t-shirts, and other things. If you guys want to request things, then DM the Brawl League Twitter account. I'll keep an eye on
Oh.
everything.
Snapchat.
We're
Ooh,
selling
ooh,
expired hair.
Tilty, you got a question. Okay, how many decades do you think it'll take for another DreamHack to happen in Romania?
Oh my god, no.
Oh.
No,
Too many.
They're
Oh,
not
God.
coming back. They're not coming back, trust me. It would be a huge fucking mistake for DreamHack to come back to Romania. Like, I actually was there at the last Romanian DreamHack. It was horrible. Like, the quality dropped so bad between the years. And I'll just explain what happened. Like, imagine you're just this regular pro player team excited to play at a LAN where the stream never lags because it has the best internet in the world at the time. And the speed is just really amazing. And then all of the unsupervised 13-year-old kids are roaming around, throwing trash all over the place, screaming the RSP. Like, they were like really racist towards the racist and toxic towards the players.
Ooh.
They were like showing them where the other team was with the signs. There were people with signs that said really racist stuff as well. So DreamHack is not coming back to Romania ever.
Yikes.
Can you
Nice,
tell
that's very
Arcee
nice.
I love him and support him, even though I have no idea about Brawlhalla?
Aw, thank you.
Moving on to the next one. Should Brawlhalla feature artists in their notifications? So Brawlhalla should. So here's the thing, and this is gonna sound a little bit harsh. Brawlhalla should feature artists. They shouldn't feature every artist. There are, of course, some people who technically are artists who need to do a little bit more, I'd say. Like, if I drew a stick figure, I wouldn't expect Brawlhalla to tweet it. But, at the same time, there was I remember, oh god, this was like from 2017. Someone did an animation of like Hattori as a stick
Oh, yeah,
figure.
the stick-
And
On
that looks
the Twilight?
amazing. Yeah, on Twilight. That looks
Twilight.
amazing.
That was
amazing.
great.
Like,
I loved it.
I don't even know what to search. There's also another one where it's
I actually
like
think someone made a gauntlet one.
yeah, that one. It's called like the Switch or the Room or something, and it's a stick figure animation, and it's about 30 different stick animators, and someone does a wushang inside like the box.
Yeah, they do like a side sig, and then like the person like just try to run.
And then the
away.
neutral sig, and it's, yeah, that's like really cool.
I found the
it's really
video.
cool.
It's in chat. I'm still impressed to this day. It's so
You
cool.
can tell it's
Yeah.
Brawlhalla by they running away.
Yeah, I guess so. You can. Next up is the CC code, and this will be one of the few we have left. But what else is there?
Oh my god, they animated the Hattori one in time with the music.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
cool.
So cool.
So cool.
Zuru, can you like link that in the Twitch chat for us? Like, that's such a good video. Like, I want everyone to watch that.
It
Can
was
link
Already
it
put
in
it
Twitch
in.
chat.
They already
right.
got linked.
What's your elo and who is the best of you? So,
I'm the best.
Zuru,
I think-
you're like worse
I
than
think
me.
George.
Not at Brawlhalla.
I think I might be the highest in this call right
I think you're the highest.
Yeah,
with
Like,
my
this is an
2,517.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I got
Currently?
like 2,429. With
I don't know.
Zone
I
only,
just
though.
I just don't play ranked.
now. Yeah, I'm ranked.
like this is something that's like, and this is me saying it as a head of mentoring. Sometimes you need to know like when to like stop doing the things that aren't helping you. And for me personally, rank doesn't really help me because I don't manage stress very well. And that's
I
just a
agree.
me thing, and that's totally valid. I can learn through other methods, custom games, for example.
Yeah, gonna stop stuff
And-
that doesn't help me. I'm gonna stop playing Brawlhalla.
And honestly, I think I've gone pretty far. I don't compete in tournaments for the same reason, but I've thought about it, to be honest, and I think I'd do pretty decent.
Yeah, same goes to me.
It also kind of sucks that I play like on 150 ping by default. So
Oh, yikes.
yeah, this is what I get from being in Latin America. Like
Rip.
I got a counter argument. I was on stage for all of top.
Hey,
The whole thing.
that was me in
Just putting that out
2017.
there. Whole thing.
That
So,
was technically. What if I did it? What if I am better because I did it before you? Because I did it in 2017.
what? But I'm more recent, so like you washed up.
That's true. That is true. Which is better, Coke or Pepsi? Pepsi, easily.
Pepsi.
Water.
Diet. Well, yeah,
Water.
water. Hydro, homies. Stay hydrated. Water's.
Well, alcohol's
Seltzer.
better, but,
I have a
Um,
counter argument for George. You maybe got almost 100 elo than me, but you played Lance and I played Cannon. Right?
Oh, God. Oh! I play Lance. Oh, no.
So I don't, Zeruga, I actually don't know if this is a joke question or a serious question of what is a Brawlhalla Guardian, because like it actually
Oh.
isn't actually really known.
That was why I asked, because I don't even really know.
So Brawlhalla Guardians are currently just the two people selected by Ubisoft to help represent the game and be a community face and someone people can come to and ask questions. So that's why they picked community members instead of pro players, because they don't want to pick the people that, of course, are going to be you know, up at the top, and they don't, because of course we're going to events, they don't want to pay for a single pro to go to an event. It's not fair on the others and stuff like that. And so Brawlhalla Guardians are basically there to be a person of the community, as well as feedback to not only like feedback from stuff from the community to Ubisoft. I've done it a couple times actually. After events, I've given my feedback. It was specifically after Paris. I made sure to like write up all my opinions and stuff like that from Paris Games Week and send those off and get pro player advice and stuff, because generally there's a lot of things that happen at events that don't get noted because of course people are too busy. But Brawlhalla Guardian is basically just the Ubisoft version of a Brawlhalla partner, which, if you didn't know, is BMG selected community members who do things like art or stream and are there to promote the game. So I traveled to 4 events in the past 2 months. I traveled to EGX in London, then Paris Games Week, then BCX, and then Comic-Con Wales. And my job at more EGX and Comic-Con over the other 2 was to sort of sit there and, well, I say sit there, stand there, talk to people about Brawlhalla, promote the game, and...
You don't get chairs.
I actually got to sit in like these. I got to sit on the HyperX gaming truck at EGX, and that was really cool. And then they gave me this headset, which is really comfortable. Like I'm repping, and I can easily advise getting the Cloud Alpha S from HyperX.
I heard it's good.
It's really comfortable. But that's really what Brawlhalla Guardian is. You might see me at games. So, well, I say at games, at events playing Brawlhalla.
At games.
I'm just gonna
You
be...
load up a game, it expired, just appears.
Hi. But yeah, no, so definitely, if you're coming to an event in the UK that Ubisoft is at, there is a high chance I'll be there. There is also, like, a high chance that I'll be at some events globally. So, of course, I went to Paris, I went to BCX, which was DreamHack Atlanta. I'm really hoping they'll take me to CEO this year, because that'll be, like, the go-to one I want to go to, but that's up to them.
Grabbing a question from chat.
That's-
GD Summerslide. Sorry, expired.
Go ahead.
GD Summerslide says that. Hold on, let me get it. All right, what is our opinion on Hammer right now? Is it balanced?
I like it. I can go smack.
I think it's just a little bit powerful, but I like its place right now.
All you gotta do is just slam your face into the keyboard and it'll work.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Or just use one of these.
No, but like actually being serious, I feel like the combination of sidelight and dash is a bit overwhelming sometimes because of the range it has. Because like dash has when you dash and cancel into an attack, you extend the range of it, and I feel like that is such a powerful tool in neutral game, which feels kind of weird because like Hammer's supposed to be this like heavy hitting weapon that like bonks you, but like the sidelight is kind of like just a shove. Because it doesn't like send you anywhere, just kind of like moves you horizontally, and that's really powerful because you can lead it up with D-light, you can deal it up with another side light or like with a Sayer or whatever. So
Yeah,
it kind of it feels overwhelming a little bit, but it's not like broken, if that makes sense.
all right. So yeah, about that, yeah, like Hammer is supposed to be like this heavy hitting weapon that they sell it at heavy hitting.
Smack.
And then they just gave it a lot of more damage, more options, more hitboxes. But they forgot that it's one of the fastest in grounded. So like,
Side
it's
light,
almost as
back
fast as
dash,
Qatar's
side
grounded.
light.
Yeah.
Like just imagine, it's basically if some of the Qatar's moves have like what 10, 12 damage, and Qatar what Hammer side light has 20 and 20 plus.
And it's also a slight anti-air.
Yeah. And it's all
side
just
light.
like why, and this has true combos granted as well in a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, you guys got any more questions for us? Because we got a little bit more time to
You
hit
guys can
on.
also direct the questions to anyone in particular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can ask specifically to people. How to approach on blasters?
Dash.
Yeah.
You don't.
You hit A or D. Or if you're using
Try
a
and punish
controller.
for their mistakes, you know? Like, if Guns does do a downlight, it has like you can just hop over and like punish it.
Is it approach with blasters or against them?
Yeah.
It says how do you approach blasters?
You just punish the staff.
Yeah.
Blasters has a really honestly, it's like one of the widest dead zones.
Mm-hmm.
So the trick and like most of the moves have pretty high amounts of active frames. So like the idea is to practically punish, and like when you start punishing, you begin conditioning your opponent. Like that just means they become in the habit that you're gonna punish. So like they just cover themselves. So what you do is you just like play the game where you just kind of think 2 steps ahead of them. Condition them to like make mistakes and then punish that.
So I see a couple questions. One, did you guys hydrate today? All I've drunk
Yes.
today is energy drinks.
I had
You drink
cereal.
water.
Mainly
I
Rockstar.
haven't had anything.
The bottle's gone.
And second of all, it's not a Brawlhalla question, but manga recommendations from us. So I have like 3.
I totally answered.
Man, I haven't read manga in a while.
Did you answer it in chat?
Yeah,
Because I have
I-
3.
I gave my answer, but I.
And I also have a graphic novel answer. Because of course I have I actually have 3 different mangas on my shelf.
mangas.
Shut up! I'm British.
What does that have to do with it?
I'll give one more recent manga. Well, it's not a manga actually. It's actually a webcomic.
Ooh.
And then I'll also give like a normal visual novel.
So I've
As
got
for the webcomic, I would definitely recommend Beastars.
I've been
it's
watching
really
the
good.
anime.
It's so good.
I love Studio
And-
Orange.
And yeah, and as for the visual novel, I would actually recommend one of my favorite books. It's V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta is a good. I'm gonna
love
say
it
it's a good
so much.
movie as well.
I actually prefer the book. Like the
Uh,
movie.
I've got
it's not the
3,
same.
and one of them's gonna be really basic, but the Death Note manga is really good.
Ooh.
I've also got 2 that are probably less heard of as Biomega and Legal Drug. 2 really cool ones I've read. And then one that's not really it's not a manga, it's a graphic novel, but Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Definitely go read
Oh
it.
yeah.
It's like my
Mhm.
favorite
Yeah.
it's my favorite movie, it's my favorite graphic novel. There's also a video game about it and I need to buy it so I can play it.
Blub asked the question. What is the best sig in the game? It's
Okay,
very-
okay.
What purpose? What
Sidra
purpose?
can
does
I
it
answer?
depend?
Sidra can
That
an
was-
Ensig.
No.
It's Sidra can an Ensig.
Jake
No.
Hamadisig
No.
turned into a car.
No.
It because like
Or
Sidra
you
Can
could say
Instinct,
Gore?
it's
Recovery?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So
that's what I'm
hear me out.
saying.
Hear me out. On a sideways moving platform, you can miss Sidra can an Ensig,
And then
hit
cover with
side
that
light
light.
on cannon, and then it's through into the Ensig that you just missed. That's how
Yeah,
much.
but
frame
the
advance-
thing is, that's a very situational. thing,
No, but
that's
like
that's
I'm
what
doing
saying,
it to
it's like-
I'm doing it to explain the frame of advantage that move has. That's why it's so insane. It has the most
Like-
insane frame advantage in the game.
But like then again, I feel like Sidra Ensig is more of a zoning thing and like a pressure thing, if that makes sense, because like it doesn't hit grounded, so that means they have to be jumping in the air to like get hit. So the good thing that's why I say it's zoning, because like
Put it down,
kinda zones
Zaruga.
them to
So
If you-
somebody's asking a question. They were asking what brand it was. So I was trying to show that it's not even it.
Anyways, so yeah, like the Ensig covers the air, and then you can just cover it with Enlight, and that's why I think it's good. But if it's like a zoning attack, it's probably Cannon Ensig. But I feel like if it's actually like a situational attack, like something that you use like mid string or something, probably Volkov Ensig on Scythe.
What?
I feel that Sig is ridiculous in my opinion. It has way too much force.
It's like an aerial Cassidy hammer down sig.
Yeah, but it's like twice the force.
Yeah, it doesn't do the damage Cassidy's does, because Cassidy's Hammer D-Sig is the most damaging D-Sig in the game. Or damaging signature.
move.
It's the most damaging,
Damaging move.
Yeah. Volkov's is just instead. It's like
It's the force.
is it the most
It's the
forceful,
force.
or is there a more
It
forceful
feels
sig?
the force feels so high, and it's also so exploitable
I
because
think
like it catches people like at the very end when they don't expect it.
Core might have more force on his Gauntlet 6.
Maybe.
Oh no,
Maybe.
Scarlet Hammer Downsing. There we go.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
no,
but like then you have to remember that like the thing with Volkov and Sig on site.
It
is
just
that
doesn't
it,
look
like it
forceful.
kind of flows properly with the kick.
There's a little tiny frame on Volkov neutral sig that catches me always at the end.
I hate that frame.
But I gotta
Yeah, I hate
say,
it as well.
so you're all wrong. The best sig in the game is Jake Hammer D sig because you turn into a car.
Oh yeah.
He gets the butt frame too.
Yeah, the butt frame, like Jake just turns into like thick Jake. You can't say no to that.
The dummy thing.
No,
It's a fairy
no,
confirm.
like the best one is Amethyst Cannon Side Sig because there is a frame where I believe you're not even in the hurt box with the animation.
Yeah, no, there
Oh,
is.
yeah.
There's one where
I
you're like
remember that.
way behind it. Like you're a full hitbox behind it.
It's unironically that's pay to win. Unironically.
In a way. In a way.
Yeah, but who plays all?
Hey, I
Zol
play.
has-
Guilty.
I play Amethyst.
Only. Hey,
I
fair
own
enough,
Zol.
I own Zol.
It's the best thing I can say to
How's
that.
Zol?
Exactly.
Anyways, it was somewhere before, but I think Wander asked, "What is our favorite skin?"
Ooh. Snowman Core in
I don't
like
have any other skins.
Yeah,
home
give the color,
team.
give the color too.
Snowman Core in home team with the Celestial Core hammer and the Krampus Cross Gauntlets. It's Pimp Core.
Oh, I gotta find the name of it.
Roman Reigns Terrace. Just Roman Reigns Terrace.
I just
I'm just thinking,
That's
like,
the
I
best
don't know.
crossover.
Like,
I
I'm
can't-
actually like, I'm gonna sound weird by this, but like, I actually really like Sidra default, like with no colors or anything.
I
Respect.
mean, it's not that bad.
Like,
you mean Corsair?
What? No, the default one, like, no skin.
Yeah. That's her name, that's Corsair.
Well, anyways, if but actually picking a skin, it would probably be. I'm not sure.
I'll say mine. Survivor Diana. Classic. It's so good, and especially for the mammoth coin price. It's so good. It fits in
How
with like
about-
almost every good color.
How about Apex Asuri in sunset colors?
No. Apex is Surrey and Valentine's. Because it looks like
Best.
fleshy. It's what I used before Meta Adversary, and if Meta Adversary wasn't a thing, like
Apex
at
in
this skin.
sunset though. Have you seen Apex in sunset?
the skin is amazing. Oh wait, I'm showing the code. Oops.
Uh-oh.
I guess
It's
I
mirrored. It's mirrored.
You gotta read back.
Someone will figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's focusing on it, but
A bit more.
there we
Wait,
go.
Stop moving.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. I guess I can throw that into my
Right,
used pile.
Be right back, I'm gonna claim it.
I
um,
actually used mine so I could.
have you not used
Oh, no,
yours
like-
yet? Damn.
No, I don't play Brawlhalla.
That, you shouldn't say. Actually, well, realistically, you don't. You just stream it.
Actually, I think there's a skin I really like.
I've played
the-
like. Where do you see your time in the past? Where did it go?
It moved with the
Anyways,
UI
I think
update.
I really like the Pirate Aza skin, especially on like black colors. Like those look really good.
But yeah, so I think just having to slowly just go back to the announcements we had earlier today, the ones we announced midway through the stream. First, we're gonna do it in reverse. So we're gonna the moderators are first: Alwas, Whimsy, Emily, and Signy. Sydney. The new moderators to join our team, and they will be, joining the Discord as our moderator team, and we'll be making sure everyone has a good time in our Discord. If you're not in our Discord already, then join the badge below, which literally lets you join our Discord and follow us on Twitter. do both. We're awesome. And then, as well as that, we do have a new announcement for our new artist who drew the Brawl League Chans that you see on the stream today, which is Cyan Petra, who will be joining us to do art for our tournaments, as well as some other things, some little promotional stuff like these. So give them all a nice warm welcome, as they'll be working hard to make sure you guys have the best time and have some fun in our Discords and have some fun everywhere to do a Brawl League. So I really can't thank them enough, and I really can't thank the guys who are currently in the team enough. The 5 that are with me on stream today, as well as the ones who aren't, all of the mentors, the tournament team, the other moderators. There's so many people at work to make Brawl League what it is that without any of them, it wouldn't be the same as it is, and I really can't thank them enough.
But especially Tilty.
Oh, okay, that's how we're doing this
Wow.
Yeah,
We doing this?
I'm joking.
Let's completely forget about me and Arcee with the mentoring.
I guess I can do like special shout out to Batonic.
Oh yeah.
Who actually, I realistically special shout out to Batonic, who's been with Brawl League, who was with Brawl League since like 2017, well, late 2016 to like literally 12 days ago he resigned. But he has been amazing for the group. He's helped with so much, and he'll still be working with us on tournaments, but he won't be doing what he was, which was the mentoring stuff. And so I really cannot thank him enough for being part of our team, or Jet, or Hexaract, or anyone else who has resigned in the past, like, you know, ever. Everyone who I've worked with from Brawl League has been amazing.
It's really fucking sad Batonic had to leave.
It is sad,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah.
That being said, we should leave on a high note, which is I will read off everyone who's won a code today, as we have given away all of them. Which I actually didn't. Yeah, I was. The 3-minute thing meant we gave away all of them like dead on time.
Everyone is saying one more code.
We
I have one CC if anyone wants it. Do you think I should post it in chat?
Post it in chat
Yes,
because I
I'm already
literally
on
have
this.
no. I have no more codes. We are.
Dude, you know
Brawl League
what?
is out.
You know what? I'll treat you all special here. Have 3 codes.
Maybe one more.
They're
Four.
CCs.
There
you go.
4
4
CCs.
CCs in
Let
chat.
me-
Good luck,
let-
everyone.
Let me look for a random Steam code.
But yeah.
Google's
So
random Steam
I
code.
gotta thank.
CC generator.
I gotta like give up names to Jellyfish winning a CC, Snooker 1966 winning a Cassidy skin, the one I can't pronounce, Uwil Bempetera 02 for a Brawl League avatar. I'm so sorry I butchered that name. Sasibon for a Queen Nice skin, Redzag for a CC, Aidan RBH for a Scarlet skin, Ali Fion for the Brawl League avatar, Clubman 445 for the Hattori skin, Azaran for a CC, Tabo Tozimui, that's probably butchered as well, I'm so sorry, for a Cassidy skin, Bulilo, I'm so sorry for all of these names I'm probably bodying, but another Brawl League avatar, Ice Rocky for a Queen Nice skin, Kutsago 1 for a CC, Malvigan, I think, for a Scarlet skin, Chechtoot 05 for a Brawl League avatar, DWPT for a Hattori skin, Oncladus VX for a CC, and Losty XS, I think, for a Brawl League avatar. They're literally all we have to give away, and I would generally just send these over the street, like over DM Twitch Whispers tonight. There are 18 codes there, so I cannot. I'll be sending them over the week, as sending too many codes at a time will get you flagged, and then like you have to then do something with Twitch to.
That is true.
Like I can't mass DM too many people, so I'll be probably sending 4 a day. So just keep an eye out, and you guys will get them within the next week. Thank you very much for everyone participating in the giveaways. Thank you everyone participating on the stream. We've got some more announcements that we literally can't announce today, So keep an eye out over like the next week or so for announcements, maybe from us, maybe from BMG on the Brawlhalla streams. We will be doing some other things like this, and I'd also like to loosely announce the start of something which we'd like to do, which is a podcast style stuff. Which is called Brawl League After Dark, where you'll be able to talk to us similar to this, as well as us just discuss topics to do with the game and just general topics in general.
Hell yeah, I get to rant about Brawlhalla.
Yeah, you do. But I seriously cannot thank everyone enough for watching this, and I really hope you had a good time. But we'll see you another time, I guess.
And keep a look at Moonshot.
Keep
Oh,
a look
yeah.
on Moonshot, yeah. At
Moonshot.
it's like at PMoonshot on Twitter.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys another time. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.